Morning. Good blooming morning. Yeah. That Fabio Wardley knows is fun, isn't it? Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Three Counties. What are we on? What is this? Is this episode 32? Welcome back to Three Counties FC episode, I want to say 32, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But we are back after what has been a bit of a break, actually, hasn't it? Not by design necessarily, although I did go away and was in Venice. So we've had a bit of a break. We are, though, today back to try and get to the Premier League. Andy, thank you for the resub. Mushroom Man, all of the congratulations to you. He says, morning, Clayts. Hope we're all good. Just gathering some things together and then back to the hospital I go. Understandable. Thank you for the 8 months of Prime. And I hope all is well. And good luck with everything. It is... It's a wild, crazy time. As somebody who now knows, Jackson is one in 2 weeks, which is just wild when you think about it, isn't it? Just pluck a random number. What do you mean for who we're going to sign, or for the stream number? Yeah, that's basically it, isn't it? How doing, Tom? Welcome in. We've also got MJ Morgan. Thank you for the 31 months. What a legend! And then before that, Pav, 49 months. Also an outrageous number. I've turned my music down too far. What are we listening to here then? We've got Jess Glynn. Did somebody request this? Or did I put this on? Do I get that? Interesting. I'll tell you what we're going to do. It's Sunday. It's Sunday Fun Day time, isn't it? Let's put that playlist on. I think that's the best way to go. We're doing fantasy today. With any luck, yes, Charlie. If we finish the transfer window and actually play matches, which is the plan, we can do some fantasy and start a little thing there too. That's a little change from Dire Straits. It is a bit, isn't it? Rico, thank you for the 2 months. I hope you're good also. Welcome. Alexander, how are you? How's the women's team going? We'll have a look at that once we jump into the game. Definitely, Alexander. Josh, how are you? Missed the streams? Yeah. It's been a while, isn't it? It's been about a bit of time. Omasola's in. How are you? Smoochy on the YouTube today. We'll see you on Twitch on Tuesday. That understands. Yeah, here for the lawn talk. If you hit in early, you're here for the lawn talk, aren't you? Although actually, I did cut it yesterday. There's not a massive update because I've been away. I've not been here. So, but it's looking all right. What I need to do is basically give it a load of feed and keep cutting it quite aggressively for a little bit now. How doing, Tom? Welcome in. Mushroom Man says, thanks, Clayts and everyone. All good except she's got quite a bit of mucus. She's spitting up still. It's because being 7 to 10 here took literally 35 minutes. Yep, I get that. Also, a very similar experience over here. But yeah, all the best. If fantasy will work, well, it should do. But basically, Zealand keeps breaking it by having so many people playing it. And that's kind of really stress testing it. But I think I have made changes that means it should work. But yeah, it's one of them things. There's not a lot I can really do when it relies on Claude and stuff, doesn't it? But we'll try.
Oh, thank you.
Part-timer, yeah, I am. To be fair, chat, I was in Venice on the weekend. And then, it was what day did we go? Saturday till Tuesday. Then I got back on Tuesday night. And then I was going to stream Thursday, but I went up home because we now know what day the funeral's going to be on, and I was waiting to find that out to go and see my nan for my granddad's funeral. So I ended up going up to Hereford, Bromyard, which is where I'm from, on the Thursday. So I needed to get my video done on the Wednesday, if that all makes sense. Basically, I basically had like a 1 day working week to try and get everything done. So videos where it had to come in. So that was basically it. So today we're back on it. It's going to be Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, back to the schedule, back to hopefully getting 3 counties to the Premier League, because that's kind of where we're at. Zealand shouldn't have access. It's his fault there's no FM25. That's very true. Up the yard, indeed, yeah. Well, I say where it's where I'm from. It's where my nan's is, you know. Morgs, how are you? I don't know how are you? Busy week then. Yeah, exactly, it was. But we want to be busy playing Football Manager, really, don't we? That's the best way to do it. Cole, thank you very much for is that a brand new tier 1 from Cole K? What a legend. Thank you, dude. Appreciate you. Tim Foyle says hi, good morning. Iman says never been this early before, which is also brilliant. Also, A-level start this week. Can I get a motivational speech? Yeah, just you can do it, man. That work? That good enough? Watto's in, how are you? Is this your job? This is indeed my job. I know it's ridiculous, isn't it? It makes no sense. Dread them, yeah. No, it is. I will say, I put the yards in. 10 years a teacher before this was my job, but yeah, it is. Smoochy, Smootsy, Panuzzo, how are you? Good morning, good morning. It's lovely to see you, chat. I do have a coffee. Today was one of those mornings, like getting ready for a stream where I was like, put the stream live and then continue to run around and get stuff ready. So, first coffee of the day, first sip. Are you ready to join me on this? I don't know why we're doing this. Are you ready to join me on this journey? Cheers. Right, now I'm ready. Cheers. Aura job, isn't it? It is ridiculous. Kev, how are you? Welcome in. 10 years of teaching. You look about 12. Thank you, Keeney. I'll take that. Yeah, no, I know. Is today transfer time? Yeah, today is transfer time. We've got a bit of a conversation that we need to have. No, the dad mug. I'm sad. No. I actually put it in the dishwasher this morning, so I knew people would say that as well. Ridiculous, these things that happen, isn't it? Shall we jump into the save? I know it's early. I know we've not done a load of chat, but I feel like today's stream is going to be quite chatty. So I kind of want to jump into the save because we've got some stuff to update you on, or I've got some stuff to update you on, and we kind of need to re-establish ourselves with the save, don't we? That mug is too calm to drink from, not enough letters. I fully agree, yeah. The YouTube comments on the God, do not want your Dutch fella. No, they really don't. No, chatty streams are my favourite. Yeah, on the VOD, do not want your Dutch fella. They don't. Folk de Kimper isn't doing it for the YouTube comments. I will say that. Yeah, you are correct. UXGI, and what have you corrected to teacher? Iman, I'm struggling with what's been corrected there. Anyway, let's look at the save when it loads, which should be here soon. There it is. I've got us up to the 27th of July. Now, at this point here, or before this point, we were having a bit of a conversation. You were one of the comments. I know, Morgs. I know. Conversation about who we should sign as our striker. So we kind of went through our team. We did our squad it, and we sort of got to this point here where I think we're pretty set with our squad. We've got a really good keeper who, by the way, did get a new work permit off stream. I just asked for one, and he's now got a work permit until the end of this contract, which is 3 years, and I think he's even got a 3-year extension. It could be a 7-year contract, basically, and he does have a work permit for it, which is massive, because I actually think he's brilliant and should get better. He's only 20. He's the Portugal under-21s keeper. Hopefully, we're locked down there for sort of ever, which would be nice. We've then got 2 good centre-backs who I think are good enough for the Championship. We've got Pereira on loan again for another year. Be nice to keep him permanently, but we will see. Mbemba, who I think is good enough to be our left-sided centre-back. I think he's very solid for the Championship. Also only 23. Also should get a bit better. Valued at 7.5, but I think that was the value I put on him rather than him being that good. But I think those two are pretty strong. And then in reserve from those guys, we do still have Frau Johnson, who I think could do a job if he needs to. And also Montero, who I think is actually quite good. Emoji. Hey, Panuzzo, thank you for the 7, my friend. Go Wyverns, indeed. So if we go through the full squad now, Montero's very good. And then we did actually sign a player last stream, believe it or not. Carl Gunnar Gilbertson did actually sign, and he's going to be the 5th choice centre-back to cover both sides, who is actually quite good. He's probably better than Frau Johnson, isn't he? But we like Frau Johnson because he makes us happy. So we've got 5 good centre-backs, basically. I think we're all right with that, haven't we? Hey, Clayts, if you ever want to do a reaction video of an insane FM24 save, I'm currently 21-22 on mine with only 600 days on vacation, reaching top 70 in the all-time saves leaderboard. Andy, I'd love that. Yeah, if I ever put a message out, please keep an eye on it, because that's the type of thing, definitely. Are all the backup CBs lefties? No, none of them are. We've only got Mbemba, who is a left... Well, Johnson's a lefty. Gilbertson's right-footed. Although it says he plays on the right, but his preferred foot is right. I'm not even sure he prefers to play there, but he can also play left back for some reason. But he has no side preference and he's right-footed. So, no, he's just got both-sided almost. Sheeping! Thank you, my friend, for 28. James is in. Good morning. Good morning. And then Montero plays left back, but he's lefty, yeah. So I think we're all right. We've got Gunnarsson for the right-hand side. Nwiki, how are you? Welcome in. Who wins on Friday, Liverpool or Villa's B team? Who knows, to be honest? Who knows? Nobody knows. I like Carl Gunnar Gilbertson. He's good, isn't he? Tragic. The only reason is that I like the other guys, but he is good, actually, isn't there? Is there anyone without a work permit on? No. The only work permit question is Gil Bolde, who is currently still an ESC player. That expires in September. So we've got 2 months, or not even quite that, about a month to before we even find out if he gets it. But I'm hoping we at least have one work permit or ESC place to use, and we can just give it back to him if he doesn't get it. So he's the only one. Everyone else actually got one, which is very good, isn't it? That's the defence, or that's the centre-back situation. Right back, we're really sorted because we've got Prince Cisse and Francini, who are both way too good to not both be starters, but we are where we are with that. The only thing that we might need to make a bit of a decision on is, do we sell Prince Cisse? He is wanted by everyone. Brentford, Palace, Mansfield. Actually, it's not everyone at all, is it? If Mansfield are in there, I've actually realised I did a go live tweet that I've not sent, so let me do that. But he is wanted. Although Mansfield, why and how are Mansfield? They are a championship team. I guess that makes sense, doesn't it? Can you see his percentages for the likelihood of getting one? I think he was below the percentages, Ollie. But if he plays the first few league games, that will go up. So it's kind of close, if you remember. Are you still using the standard Gegenpress team instructions? Yep. Absolutely. Custom Gegenpress, which is just standard instructions in this shape here. I don't want to go to anything that it works, and I don't want to go to anything that is ridiculously meta or anything. So I'm just going with that. David, thank you very much as well for the 7 months. Loads of resubs today. David, Sheeping, Panuzzo, Cole, Rico, Andy, Mushroom Man, Pav, Legends, MJ as well. Thank you, dudes. Appreciate you. You need to remove Bognor from available for loan. I actually do. You're right. I don't know why he's still loan listed. That is a good point. Bognor finally got a face, by the way. I don't know why, but he's got a face now.
Follow me.
I did nothing different. I just loaded the game up again, and now he does have a face. So Dinko finally looks like he might be a good footballer. I think he's got a touch of the Mateus Fernandez's about him, which I wasn't going for that, but that's what he looks like now. He looks good. Yeah, he does. So Dinko, let's go to our midfield. Really quickly, left back, we've got Magai, who is wanted by everyone as well, and is still upset that I've not sold him, but I'm hoping we just ride the wave. And then we've got Dodgson and Dodgson as the backup there, who's not very good, but he's good enough because we like him. Midfield, though, we've got loads of really good ones. We've got Lordolino, Suarez, Bognar. We've got Luca still around. Where is he? These don't necessarily need to be the starters. We've still got Luca. We've still got Backstein. I think Backstein's probably too good to not be playing. And then we've also kind of need to fill the one spot, which is to be the backup for Suarez, or to make Suarez the backup. A defensive midfielder is maybe the one position we now need to sign, as well as the obvious one, which is starting striker. Now, into the attack, Bolde left wing is basically our only left winger. We don't really have a left winger option that I want to use there. I want to loan out Gallas, as you see here. We're about to sell, excitingly, Shim Mayuka has got a bid. Now, you can't, you can see it. £3.3 million from Oxford, which is when I kept offering him out. I think there was intermediaries involved. Stoke and Oxford came in for him. £3.3 million is an absolutely beautiful amount of money to bring in for Shim Mayuka. There might be some things in there like I'm paying wages or something. I can't remember, but it's a good money. So we're going to say yes to this one. He's going to go, which will also mean that we might need to replace him, but I don't really fancy him. And I think it's really good money and we kind of need money. We're going to loan out Gallas. It doesn't leave us with much luck, does it? We've got Myers, who, if we're going to be honest, probably isn't good enough, is he? Although we love him. Ronaldo Flowers left. We had Gomez leave after the end of his loan. How you doing, Sunday? Welcome in. We've then basically only got Sani, Chucky as our backup attackers. Now, Chucky, I think, could be the backup right winger for Oliveira. I don't hate that. Give him game time there. Also, obviously, as a striker sometimes. Sani being the backup main striker, I think would make a lot of sense. He's still only 17. I don't think he's 18 yet. Still only 17. Scored loads of goals last year, but I don't want to rely on him to be the number one striker in the Championship. I think that's actually not a good idea. So we kind of need one main striker. Chucky's no backup. He's the main man. He kind of is, but is he good enough for the Championship, if we're honest? And listen, he's also had a broken leg, and he might end up playing loads of games because there might be injuries to other players. But is he good enough to play every game now at 29 in the Championship, having scored goals for us in Tier 7? Defo not, right? Okay. So, we did have a bit of a plan, if you remember. We are, though, today going to need to try and sign a backup left winger. Maybe another, and there may be one that can play across all three or something. Does a better shit. I mean, there is that. Championship in FM likes tall strikers, but he should not. Yeah. I mean, not just the Championship tragic, but yes, you are right. We do, though, have somebody lined up, if you remember. Now, you may have seen this, but I'm going to give a gold star to anyone who can remember who the striker was that we lined up as the signing we were going to make at the end of last stream. I don't know why I'm doing pop quizzes, but we are, all right? Gold star to anyone who can tell me what that name is. Go. The teacher in me never leaves, does it? Serbian. I mean, you're halfway there. Erling Haaland. Correct. No. Is there a way I can find where I can see most goals, like a heat map or something? The data hub is your best place for that, Connor. ZZ. No, it wasn't ZZ, although we did talk about ZZ. We actually made a bid for someone, though, if you remember. Yeah, Pav knows. But Pav and I did have a big chat about it, to be fair. You're Aaron Connolly. That's great. Great law, Morgs. You get half a gold star for that anyway. Mouse Matt won't lie. I wasn't watching, so don't know the name. Fair enough. His name, chat, was Antich. And I didn't want to complete it without you guys. So I got as far as getting it up to the completion date after delaying for a week. And now we need to make a decision. His name is Jovan Antich. Now, what I will say is that he looks really good and I have given him a face. So I feel like I've kind of made a decision on this, but I did want to check with you first. Jovan Antich, it is £2.5 million. He's coming from Kukurici Stankum in Serbia. He's only 21. He's an under 21 international. He did want quite big wages and he is going to cost us our record deal. Is it 18k? It was a lot of money that he wants, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he does look really good, doesn't he? Sesko regen. He's 6 foot, so not massive. He's Luka Jovic. That's more like it. Yeah, Jovic, rather than like Sesko. But he does look good. Can develop up to winger in the Prem. I mean, we could also use him as a winger, I suppose. He can play on the right, and he is really fast, isn't he? First touch and heading, very nice. Rubbish jumping reach. But we'll see how much that actually makes a difference. The best striker in Worcestershire, Kieran Donnelly. It's not him, FM boss. No. Is Chucky not a better finisher? Potentially. He's got 11 finishing. You're going off the face. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. First touch and composure, though. Whipped crosses be unreal for him. Yeah. I think he's a really good player. What I also think is that we do need to sign a lot of players. So even if we make him a winger, could we make him the left? He's actually left-footed. Could we make him... Let me show you that so you can see the full thing here. So I feel like I'm blocking a bit there. He's actually left-footed, look. Do you think we make him a right winger? But then he'd be a backup. Or do you think we make him a... I think we probably start him. I think he's really good, isn't he? Inside forward. When I say winger, I mean like an inside forward. Well, actually, what I mean by a winger is a striker who plays wide. But they play as a winger... In possession, they play as a striker. Out of possession, they play as a winger. So it's not really... Oops, that's wrong. Really, what we're talking about here is playing as a wide striker, aren't we? No, he's a starting 9. I think he might be, to be honest, yeah. Starting as striker in the Championship, winger in the Prem. Can't do Prem with his finishing at only 11. But what I think I'm getting from you guys, chat, is that we should sign him, right? It's all deal done. And actually, if you think about it, it's expensive because he wants 18,000 a week here, which is a lot of money. But at the same time, it's not a lot of money for the Championship, but it just is for us, isn't it? Need to trust Sani, surely. Well, we will, and we've given him a whole season, which I think is going to help him develop massively anyway. Would he be your highest paid player? Yeah, by quite a long way, I think. Our highest earner in the squad at the moment is 11k. And that's a player we've got on loan. So, yeah, by quite a long way, he'd be our highest earner. Do we have anyone expiring? Yeah, a few that expire at the end of this season. We need to give Dinko a new contract, actually. Yeah, and we are making that money from Shim, aren't we? From selling Mayuka, we are going to get 3.3 million. And if we need money, we've got a bid of 15 million there for Magai, which I did reject, which seems wild. Is Pereira the only loan? Yes. He is, isn't he? So we could do another loan or two as well, couldn't we? Probably worth it, even if you sell him for a profit later. Yeah. So, let's do it. Let's bring in a new striker, Jovan Antic. I've confirmed. And let me show you the other players then, because as I did say, I think we finished off the stream by me saying I'm going to go and do a load of scouting. I've added any player that I really liked from the scouting. You'll see what I did basically was transfer rooms in for DMs. And I also went through all of the ones that we had before because I cleared those and did them again. I think these are actually brand new. That's why they've only got one player on there. What I will show you, though, is my shortlist for season number 7, which is these players here. Now, basically, you need to tell me if any of these massively jump out as a player that we have to go and sign. I've sorted them by recommendation. They are all different positions, mainly DMs and strikers and wingers, because that's kind of what we need here. So basically, you asked who is DM. Exactly. How doing, Mills? Welcome in, dude. Can you not bump appearances monies up and lower his wage if it doesn't work? If he doesn't work out, no. I can't really change anything because it was confirmed transfer there, to be honest. And he wanted that basic wage. Like he wanted more than that when we were negotiating. What's good? How you doing, Joel? Welcome in, dude. These are our options. There is a striker winger who is Peruvian, who is 19. Who I think looks pretty good, who would be less than 400k or about 400k. 16-year-old Belgian lefty, what's his potential? I don't know, but these are the players. Again, it's a week ago since I played, basically. Or at least a while, a few days at least. Got your laptop back, didn't lose anything. Get in. That's a number 9. This is an option also. Adrian Cardenas from Alianza Lima. Now, I think he gets a work permit, but we would need to check. Does it say it on here? 4 jumping reach isn't great, is it? But, I mean, even if we used him as a backup or as a winger, or if we signed him, even if he doesn't get a work permit, you know, should we sign him anyway? It is also an FM legend name, isn't it? There's Cardenas, who is super cheap, which I do like. Apart from his size, he's ace, yeah. There is a defensive midfielder here called Linares, who can tackle. Oh, he can't run. I knew there was something about him. He's an 18-year-old Costa Rican. I quite like him as the backup DM, you know. You need to fully scout some. We will need the numbers for the Premier League. Yeah, we will fully scout them. They are already being fully scouted, by the way, I'd imagine. That's why they're on here. These are just where we've got to. I quite like him as the backup DM. Not too strong, though, for a DM. He's not strong, and his physicals are rubbish, but he is only 18. Which is kind of, yeah, they're the easiest to train, and they will develop. And he's great on the ball. 13 passing, 16 vision. Great technique, can tackle. Rubbish determination, I suppose. And he is slow and weak. A bit too short for your liking. He's 6 foot, this guy, unless you mean the striker. Oh, yeah, you're talking about the striker, Joel. Yeah. Defo goes to PSG. He's not actually wanted at the moment. So I wonder, because that is the other position that we do need to sign someone, is a defensive midfielder. I wonder if he is the one to look at for about £1 million. There is this guy who's wanted by Newcastle, Brian Valoyes. I mean, we need to fully scout him. He's not going to have great finishing, but he's 6'2" with 15 jumping reach as a striker. That's a disgusting amount of money for a Costa Rican team, though. It is a lot, isn't it? Physicals are underwhelming, but he's 18, and we kind of want him to be a backup anyway. We kind of need a squad player, don't we, for DM? Here's the 16-year-old Belgian, Guillaume Terrier. Flipping heck. Surely he doesn't actually want to join. He's a centre mid, really. Yeah, probably. Great pass until we'll get some assists. Should we sign this guy? He's 16. It'll cost us a bit of money for a 16-year-old. He's defo a winger. Right, he's actually left-footed. We are a Belgian feeder team anyway, yeah. New gen that can cross. This is the guy. I think we sign this guy anyway. We're joining 2 years, though. Well, we should do it now then anyway, shouldn't we? Although, do we want to waste the money? Would it be in 2 years? Yeah. I have doubts about the potential. That's usually the way, isn't it? That if they're this good, the potential's not. Otherwise, why isn't he going to PSG? Is the question, isn't it? Would cost way more in 2 years. That's true. Those physicals, though, on a 16-year-old class, he is good. He is definitely good. Can't tackle, but we don't mind that. If we played him, annoyingly, if he had a bit more familiarity right mid, that'd be great. Yeah, exactly. Why is his value not 10 million? If his potential was as high. I think we should have a little look, though. I don't know if let's see if he gets a work permit. Is that the thing? He's not interested. That's why. That makes more sense. Doesn't make sense to join us. He doesn't want to join us. That's why, then, I wasn't excited about him. But one to watch. Let me put on here, then, the ones who are actually interested. I thought they were, but they're not. Does that change? Right. that kind of changes the conversation a little bit, doesn't it? Most of them don't want to join. They might do in the future, though. They are. I feel like they must have been at least a little bit interested to have come in for me to put them on in there in the first place. What I did basically is I went through all the under 21s, spoke to the agent, and sometimes when you speak to the agent, they say that they are compared to when you actually put them onto the scouting reports. So it might still be worth actually speaking to the agents on here. Like for this guy, no, he's not. Wants us to get promoted. That's annoying because he would have been great. You got a 198 potential player for 2.5 million. Sometimes they don't know what they got, really. Most of the time, PSG are pretty good at that, though. All right, then I guess we need to go back down to here and see. These are our real options. Do they loan? I mean, they might. If we put it on doubtful loans, no. Well, they're not interested in the loan anyway. I think we should add them to the scout. We should keep them scouted anyway, though, because those are the type of players that if we do get to the Prem, we could get them, couldn't we? Yeah, loan and buy is a good way to do it, but I don't know if it's going to happen. John, did I say thank you for the sub, by the way? Thank you so much for the 37 months, if I missed it, my friend. I hope you're well, dude. Thank you very much. And then we buy it. So, Zoran Zakula was the Serbian we were talking about. We do have Falovsky already. I don't think we need him. If you're top of the championship of January, they all sign. Yeah. And I really like Phaeton. Do you think Phaeton... I know that I'm pushing this guy on you guys. Do you think this guy could be a winger? And when I say winger, he's not really a winger. I don't love some of these, like 17 work, 6 vision, 8 passing. He's more of a striker. Yeah, exactly. Why don't you just help us get promoted? Then you're already here. Yeah. Have a bit of ambition. Exactly. He's too old. He is 21, yeah. Not good enough. Zakula is a backup to Sani, 2 Serbians. Well, we've got Falovsky, haven't we? And then there's Markovsky, who is a defensive midfield option. Who is injured at the moment, but only moderate hamstring strain. He's not as good. I know it's not vital, but poor, yeah. He's much better than Falovsky. I mean, there is that as an option. We could sell Falovsky. Like, let's actually compare them. How do I compare? Comparison. Can I compare to... Yes. What was his name? ZZ. Why is there... Chat, why are there 4 of him on here? Does Backstein keep his place? He'll play a load of games. It'll be a rotation of those midfielders. We'll see which ones play better. He has not been a starter before Albins, and then he's come in and played better and won his place. So we'll see, basically. You're going off what he will be. I mean, Falovsky's 21. Zoran's 21.
Follow me. Okay.
He's a little bit taller. Because you have multiple shortlists? Yeah, probably. Probably that. Looks good for his price, the German. Yeah, he does, actually. He looks solid, doesn't he, without being crazy. We go to attributes. They're pretty... I mean, he does have 17 heading. And when you're as big as he is, 6'6", the heading is kind of nice. Although, Falovsky's jumping reach is 19 compared to 14. So I'm not even sure... I'm not sure it's a big enough jump to make it worthwhile doing. What's finishing? He's got better finishing. 19 mullet reach. He does have the mullet reach, yeah. The only thing is he's already here, isn't he? Although, how much would Zoran cost you? 1.8 mil. If we got like 3 mil and made a profit on it, it could be worth it, but it's a bit of hassle, and he might not sell for that much money. He probably won't sell for that much money. I think it's just much easier to keep Fulovsky, who we have a little bit of lore with. We like him. He's not quick, though, is he? What's Zoran's pace? Is that even his name? Have I just called him Zoran? I'm not even sure that it is his name. Okay. Zoran's got 9 pace, 10 acceleration, so they're basically the same. Does have 20 aggression, though. The big lad. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure it's worth it, really. Instead, I guess we're just kind of looking for that DM. What do we think of the German? He's a mentalist. I mean, we do like that, don't we? Will Fulovsky play this season? Well, at the moment, he is... If we go to here again... he's Serbian. 20 aggression is mandatory. If we go here, we'll have... Antic will be there, with Sani as the backup. We've got Oliveira with Chucky as the backup. We've got Bolde with nobody as a backup. So, Fulovsky's kind of third choice middle striker. So, no. Because I don't think I really am going to want to use him wide, am I? Although Antic could be used wide is the other thing. But I kind of think because he's the starter, if he's available, he'll play central. So maybe there is a conversation to be said about selling Fulovsky. I know that some people love him. No spreadsheet squad it. There is, to be fair. I can open it for you if you want. Do you want to see the squad it, chat? Fine. Fine. Pringles into the squad it. This is where we're at with it. It does need updating, though. So that's correct. That's correct. That's correct. That is correct. Falk to Kimper, you wouldn't let me sign. Mane didn't want to. Phaeton, you didn't like. That's now correct, I believe. Then you're moving him to fit the big mullet. Don't think it's worth it. Yeah, I don't think... Yeah. I miss Meister, my fancy goat. What a player. What a player. This is where we're at with the squad. Pretty much, we need to fill this gap here, and we need like a winger striker to go here. Be lovely to have that 16-year-old there, wouldn't it? But it's not going to happen. He's not interested. We need the backup DM, because I'm actually happy for Suarez to start, and then another attacker, really. And I think we're kind of well stocked there, to be honest. If Mayuka goes... Sanchez we haven't sold, so we do need to try and do that. Patrick's gone, Francis has gone. They've left already. These guys have gone. Ballantyne's on loan. Bolde will find out about his work permit. That's another thing. If he doesn't get a work permit, and we haven't got an ESC place, we are going to need a left winger there. Why is Call on Me playing? I'm sure I put Sunday Fun Day on, didn't I? How do I clear my queue? Okay, to be fair, it was coming up next. Right, there we go. So, anybody got anything to say about the squad? Let's have a look at those DMs that came through on... We've got 14 million in the bank, by the way. We've got actual money, look. 12 million made this month. I guess through... I mean, what did we do? We sold those clauses, didn't we? Did Jurassic want to talk the Croatian? What does that mean? Is there a youth player that looks like he can be really good besides Sani? Not massively. This guy looks good. Ballantyne. And he will be good. He's gone out on loan for this season. He's a DM. Jurassic. Solix. The Croatian. How do you spell his name? I don't know how I'd find him. Is he on my shortlist? I just go normal shortlist. Antic. Oh, do you remember Valny Born? That was a DM we liked, but he was super expensive. Stankovic, we could always go back for him. Oh, by the way, Goldoni moved. Goldoni went to Roma. We won't get Goldoni. He's finally moved, and look at him. He's valued at 20 million, playing for Roma. He's injured. Torn medial meniscus. 3.8 million he went for. They've got a bargain there, but that was the dream, wasn't it? Franco Jurisic, I remember him. He was a good passer, maybe. And we thought he's more of a centre mid. Because he can't tackle. Release clause of 3.1 million is a lot. Like, he's brilliant. Is it just me there's no sound right now? There's defo sound. I'm talking, Iman, if that's what you mean. He is good. He's expensive. I don't know if I want to pay 3.1 million on someone. For someone who can't tackle as well. Because basically, we can't play him as a DM. And if we brought him in, he'd just be competing with Lordolino, who I don't want to replace. Dinko, who I don't really want to replace. And then Backstein, who I don't really want to replace. He is only 18, though. That could get improved. Would he improve his tackling, though? And his marking? That's never going to be an area. He's going to be more of a centre mid. He is really bloody good. But I just don't think it's what we need. Like, look how really good Bognar is. We've already got him, but maybe better. Bognar backup. I don't think we'd be able to sign him as a backup, though, for 3.1 million. And then we've already got Lordolino, who's going to get better as well. YouTube is dropping in and out on the sound, is it? Why would that be happening? Let me close some bits and pieces. Why would that be happening? Let me see if I've dropped any. Right. It does say, to be fair, your audio stream's current bitrate of 0 is lower than the recommended bitrate. So how would I possibly have got a 0 bitrate? That makes no... Something's broken there. Morning, Tupua. How are you? That's something gone wrong. Sounds fine for you. If it's just dropping, there must be an issue somewhere because it's dropping. This is the problem trying to do both. I don't know why it would do that, though. It's fine for you. Let me close some other bits and pieces. That should be limited. Weird. YouTube sound is fine. Well, hopefully it fixes itself then. But yeah, if a couple of you said it, then it must be a thing. I think we leave Jurassic. I think I just don't think we can afford to pay 3.1 million. Lordolino is going to be brilliant. Lordolino, could he play deeper as a DM? Can tackle. He could do, couldn't he? See, what you could do is sign that, sign Jurassic and play Lordolino as a DM. Train him here. I think you're missing out on how good he is. Because he is 6'5", remember. That's the play. No Jurassic Park sound clip. I mean, there is that. How you doing, JY? Welcome in, Digital. I know you were here before, but hello, dude. I haven't said your name yet. Didn't want to say anything in case Clayts go back to teacher mode. You can tell me the sound's not good. That's all right. 6'5" DM. It is nice, isn't it? But, like, look how good. I mean, is that a great thing? What do you think, chat? 3.1 million for that guy, though. It's a lot for a position we don't really need. What value? What transfer budget have we got? 6 million transfer budget. And I don't know if that's taken out Antich yet, has it? It hasn't. He could be your Prem DM. What, Lordolino? Sarni's now happy to stay, which is good. Antich is in. Let's have a look at Antich. Let's give him a number as well. Antich doesn't want a number. And take the number 20. Later on when the interest comes. 3.1 is a lot, but he's worth at least double that. All right, do a poll. Is there a mod? Do a poll. Tell me, should we sign Jurassic? Wasn't in my plans, but I kind of like that. He's happy to stay follow. I didn't even know he was upset. He looks nuts. He kind of does, doesn't he? Antich then is in. Wow. It's nice when you get to the championship and you get values like this. Look at Jovan Antich's value now. Frankie goes for 10 times his value in 10 seasons. All right. I'm a sucker for a Croatian centre mid. We'd have to give him a face. Is he even interested? He's not even interested. You're all wasting your time. He's only just signed a new contract. He's not even interested. Leaving me other areas we need to cover. We do. We need to check, chat. Always, you need to do this too, because that was on you, that one. Sound sorted after a refresh. Okay, maybe it was just a little thing, messed up for a little bit. Hopefully all good. He was new contract done yet, yeah. I guess he's signed a new when did he sign this contract? 2nd of July. I mean, he's had a month of it, but yeah, he signed a new contract. Didn't want him anyway. Exactly. Okay. So we're back to the drawing board. Although I do think that has opened up a little bit of an idea in our heads, isn't it? That we could actually sign a centre mid and then make Lordolino a 6'5" brilliant DM. And I don't hate that. So what we should also look for is transfer room ins for centre mids, which we didn't have on our agenda before, did we? If we can't find a DM. I'm happy to do a backup DM or a worldy centre mid, I think. So we'll do regular. I'm actually going to do squad player as well, because for some reason you get different players. It makes no sense. Even breakthrough prospect. Who's a 6'5" DM? Well, Lordolino, who's our centre mid, could definitely go and play as a DM. He's could easily do it. Let me put my view back in. Any left-sided attacker room set? No, we do need that. You're very, very right. Lordolino, look, could definitely go in and be our centre mid or our DM. I also need to make sure he is not available for loan, because he is not. The German DM seemed decent as a backup. He did actually, Gus. You are correct. We should look back at him. Could Backstein? Actually, yeah, any of our other... Could Backstein play deeper? No, 7 tackling. I do want them to be able to tackle and be a bit of a unit, which is why Lordolino kind of works, doesn't he, as that? To be fair, Lordolino DM, Backstein back into the starting lineup, also not a bad shout. The only problem is, I actually think Suarez is brilliant as our DM. He kind of is already. We've got a great one.
Follow me.
He's a bit up and down on his development, but 21, kind of quick, 6'3", can tackle, is okay at passing. He's pretty good already, isn't he? 16 work rate, 15 technique. Like, it's not like he's a bad DM anyway. Morning, Clarissa. Morning, Colon. How are you? Yeah, we do need to do the left-sided attacking rooms. Yeah, you're very correct. Let's do... We kind of need to do strikers and left wingers for this, don't we? So let's just do star player. I do want young players, I think. We do want new gens. So let's do it like this. And then also do striker ones the same. And they kind of need to be right-footed, I think, actually, rather than left-footed for this. Did the Santos lad at Santos talk? The Santos lad at Santos, as we saw his release clause, but no idea if he was good. Can't remember. Is Santos named correctly in the game? No. Do you remember his name? Boys, I'm not reading that out. Is there any release clause you put in Antich or Lordolino? I don't think so. Although maybe, of course. Lordolino's contract is as follows. There is no release clause. He's got an optional extra 3 years and he's only on 3.4k. This is because we signed him when we were in League One and then loaned him out, if you remember. So no, he's all good. He does get 20% sell-on fee though, which is the only thing. But no, he's all good. Antich, on the other hand, contract is a lot of money. Minimum fee release clause of 23 million for clubs in the Prem. I can't find his name. I can find his name was in the convo. Yeah, do that. Worth trying to sell the mullet now then and loaning out the remaining others. Possibly. Let's wait until the end though. I meant build the talent factory. I knew what you meant. I know what you meant, Morgs. It's all good, but still not reading it. All right. Okay. Let's. He'll be gone in Jan then, Antich. What, for 23 mil? He might be. Hopefully not. And actually, if he is, not the end of the world, is it? Oh, yeah, Santos. Romero. Does he want to talk? I remember him. Romero, he, again, couldn't tackle, if I remember correctly. 10 tackling. 8 jumping reach. More of a centre mid. He had, yeah, under 21 caps with the release clause, I remember. Is he interested? No. There you go. 95k. Look at that. I got a question. The picture mod make the game lag more slow? No. No. Not interested. That's annoying. Need to check Bowen again, surely. I mean, we'll check him again, but I'm pretty sure he's got a contract for like 3 years. Another 2 years left on his deal. So yeah. Approach to sign. Wait. Why? What? Why is he approached to sign if he's got 2 years left on his deal? Yeah, I know, 95k would have been so nice, wouldn't it? He's the dream, like that Bahia one once. I remember, yeah. He doesn't want to join, but is that as a staff member? Job? Is he retiring? Doesn't say he is. Ending career? But he doesn't say that anywhere. He has got staff attributes. I think the Bowen dream might have to end up being he comes in as a coach or an assistant manager, maybe. I'm playing in Czech League as Victoria Plizen. I promise to finish even in the top 6. Something you can tell me to make the game easier. Use the preset tactics, Callie, and treat it as morale manager. Get your players to be happy. Do a load of games they can easily win by friendlies, and suddenly you'll realise that the game isn't too hard. Last one you had was David Markowski. Yeah, that we looked at him earlier. He was the German. Who's decent, super cheap, only 19. I don't know if he's actually got good potential or anything, but he's only 75k. And I'm like, again, is he? I think he is interested, this one. If he talks, let's just do him for 75k. He is interested. Maybe successful in gaining a work permit. I'm kind of thinking he looks a bit meh, but I think you might also be right in that if we get to the start of the season, we haven't signed anybody else. If our transfer rooms in don't give us a real solid option, we could just do him, couldn't we? And then at least we've got the players, the numbers. I think we'd probably be fine in it. He's a body, exactly. I don't know if I'm overly enamoured with him. He's plan C, yeah. At least he wants to join. That is a big thing. Let me just check, before we do press continue for the second time in today's stream, nearly an hour in, I want to check these DMs that I did find with the transfer rooms in first. There is a guy here, I think he's a real player, called Vasily Novosic, who is a Serbian former under-21, who we'd need to scout and I don't think looks particularly good. Any English options? I mean, they should come up in the transfer rooms in if they're any good. So not really, no. Not wanting to sound too Farage or anything. I mean, there is that. How you doing, Hannah? Welcome in. Kind of, I mean, Subway, say it how you see it, right? Hey, Breezy! Come on, you Irons!
Popping in to say hello.
I've gone full pep there. How you doing, Breezy? I hope you're good, my friend. Thank you very much for the 68 bloody months, chat. Can we get some sub emotes in the chat, please? Vaseline, what? Oh, Vasilinovic, is that his name? What about this regular starter? That's a bit more like it. A £90,000 player, excellent scout recommendation, plays in Peru, Uruguay, can play left back. Not terrible for £90,000. I don't know. He's got 27 under-21 caps for Uruguay. Not a good combo, no. The Deep Divers at least found some good plays. It really has, yeah. Yeah, for the future, if we keep these guys on the shortlist, there's some really good ones. Not hating this. He's little. He can't jump. He can tackle. Not great technique. He's at 20 rather than being 18. The German's probably better. But this guy might have a higher potential because of the scout report, maybe. Plan E, Scout Swindon, maybe. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Does he have good potential? Because the scout report seems to like him. Where is he? He doesn't even make that list. He's good League One, but potentially Premier League standard. So cheap to get both as it's free money. Also may be true. I wonder if he would not get a work permit, this guy. The fact that he's only 90,000 makes me want to get him anyway. Shall I get him regardless of anything and loan him out? If he doesn't become our body. Does he get a work permit? He does get a work permit. He wants 2.6k a week. He costs 90,000 and he will get a work permit. I feel like this guy's a no-brainer anyway, right? Even if he doesn't actually develop into anything good. If their player time isn't too demanding, get both. He wants to provide competition for places. So let's get him. Can I even take his wages down a bit? I can. So we should sign Eduardo Alvarez, which is a very defensive midfielder name, isn't it? For, what's the release clause? 90. 88 is apparently the release clause. Love that. We love an 88,000 release clause. Still a pretty decent profit flip, yeah. So we'll bring him in, regardless. And then he was a regular starter. Who was the squad player? A real player who's 22, plays for Benfica. Portuguese, meh. He's a bit too real for me. Just a little bit too real. Maguire needs to rest a few games anyhow. Alvarez makes sense. Yeah, Alvarez being able to play left back is also decent. 6'5" centre back. Sorry, what? Why is he on my DM list? I guess he can play DM as well. C-. Franco Lupano from Argentina. Doesn't look that good. But is 6'5" and is free. I don't know if our scout report actually thinks he's up to anything, though. I don't think he's very good, is he? Let's just say nah. Even though he is free. He can jump, though. Terrible at everything else. Yeah, great jumping reach. Quite brave. That's it. That's the end of list. Okay, let's see if... Oh, wonder if other people might jump in on that one. Scouting maybe is good. I honestly don't think it's even worth it, to be honest. I don't think he is. And then what we will do, let's go and continue. We do want to play games today, don't we? We'll wait for the response to some of these guys. We'll sign that Alvarez, and then we'll go from there. It is accepted. They do want to loan him back. That's interesting. We could just loan him straight... No, I think we can get him a better loan, to be honest. But let's get him signed. Does want release clauses, which is low. Hopefully we can negotiate it, but we'll see. If I get rid of this, will they let me negotiate it? Wants to be a regular starter. I'm going to have to say regular starter and then not let him be a regular starter, to be honest. That is... Okay, it's not restricted, and if I remove this... Let's see what we can do with it. If we get relegated, you can leave on a free. You only cost us 90,000. I will give you a bigger wage because we can afford the wages. 3 years is fine. I'd love to add an optional extra. I know that I'm pushing my luck with that a little bit already. It said 3.8 in negotiations, did it? So that's... Yeah, we'll see. Let's go 3k. How you doing, Ollie? Welcome in, dude. Bit more money when you don't play. Bit more money when you do play. Yearly wage rise is fine. That's fine. I think that's a pretty good deal. No release clause. It's up to 6 years. 3,000 a week is still really low. It's a massive jump for him, though. And if you combine that with the fact he's only going to cost us 90,000... It's a very cheap deal overall that we could turn a massive profit on in the future if he does develop. Premier League potential. That could be a real moneymaker, couldn't it, for Eduardo? Does need a face. I'm going to reject the loan back. And I think we'll try and find him maybe like an English loan or something. Maybe like a League One loan. Or abroad. Okay, we've got a recommendation here for a guy called Željko Glogovic. That's not his name. Let's try again. Željko Glogovac. Him and the German, whoever's worse, loan out. Yeah. Just make sure he plays a load of games. Exactly, yeah. Good championship player. Potentially Premier League standard. 450,000 release clause. Striker winger. Right-footed. Could we flip him, play him on the other side? He's Serbian. I don't think he's that good. But he's decent. Only 450k. Could he be the left winger? Or have we seen better players? Again, though, it is good because he does want to join. Glogovac. He's not as aggressive as his Serbian counterpart. I'm a bit meh. I'm like, this one's sensible and kind of makes sense, but I'm kind of also looking at it going, isn't easy to send player on loan if you send a player on loan during promises when negotiating contracts, right? I wouldn't say it's easier. It's about the same, to be honest. He doesn't really stand out. Yeah. Sounds like a weight loss injection. It does a bit. Yeah, oh God, honestly, you would never believe the change since I was on Glogovac. Honestly. It's dropping off her, man. Don't know why I went full roleplay there. I'm going to say meh for now. Only because he's 21. I think there's an 18-year-old that can be better, but we will see. Scouts like them. The scouts do like him, which probably suggests that it's not full potential, but they do like a lot of the other ones as well. He's okay. Yeah, he's decent. Again, if we really are struggling, could be the guy to be a bit of a gap filler. What I'd like, I think, for the left winger, I'd like them to already have a little bit of familiarity playing on the left. Because if they don't, you use up whatever amount of current ability, potential ability, retraining them there, which is going to kill you a bit. Mane, I don't know if that's an option. He's got I mean, we could loan him again. I'm not sure he's good enough, though. The lad at Venezia. Who was the lad at Venezia? That rings a bell. We could loan Mane again. And I do like that as an option because he was here, of course. Matthias Lone, yeah. We loved him when he was around in the National League and League Two. I don't think he's good enough. But he would be available. Low wages on the loan. Not good enough. But if he's only going to be a backup, is there a bit of narrative there? Do we need to sign people? Probably not, but I think it is fun. Loan out Sunny Hills. That's fine. Ortega. I do like it when a scout report just comes in, which is nice. He's a wing back, apparently. Francisco Ortega. 32. I don't care about you. Get out of here. Sunny Hills, a great name, isn't it? Because why for me, if I buy a player, then why is it so hard to send them on loan? Because they said player just signed or something. It doesn't really make a difference. They will do that. They've only just signed, so they don't want to stay. Depends what you've promised them. If they've come in, Iman, and you've promised them to be a regular first team starter, it's hard to loan them. So, like, I might struggle with that guy because, and sometimes just players don't get loaned out. I have no idea, for example, why Tanu Gallas, I can't find a loan for him. Like, sure, I'm offering him out for £0 and people aren't loaning him. Oh, Gagliotti or Gagliotti, this guy. I scouted him in like season 1. He is a left winger. We need to scout him again. He was on, chat. What shortlist? The Dreams shortlist, look. Removed from the Dream shortlist from like season 1. That's why I just knew his name off the top of my head there. Okay. Let's fully scout him again. So glad he made it. Gimme some Antic. Yeah, we got Antic in. The ones you looked at are better than Mane. Yeah, I think you're right. I know it's a bit of an odd question, but as a former teacher, how do you gain confidence in your answers? For example, I'm close to doing an exam for my ACCA when I revise. I know what I want to write, but I always find myself checking the answer before I finish the question. Well, as in, like, when you're doing like your exams, I always did. I don't know if as a teacher you can, as that's like a thing to answer. I always remember when I was doing like exams and stuff, I think it's really important what you initially thought the answer was. And then what you do is, because there's probably a reason your logic has got to that point, and like back yourself a bit. But then what you're doing is you're just trying to check against that. And I always tell my students when we're doing like exams, obviously that's year 6, so it's a bit different. But it's like, go and answer everything and then go back through and answer it as if you haven't answered it before. Do the exact question without the preconception of what you thought the answer was. Do it all again. And if you got the same answer twice, there's probably a reason for that. It's probably because it's correct. So I don't, maybe that, like, start again from the very beginning of what your reasoning was, go through it all. And if you get to the same answer, you've got a bit more confidence in your answer. That makes sense? I love stuff like this where we just start talking about something completely different. How you doing, Zayora? Welcome in, dude. Smoochy, mate. Try give him a new contract, then put loan at promises. Maybe that works for Gallas. That could work. It works for you. Okay. I don't know if I want to give him a new contract, but yeah, not a bad idea. Our Belgian guy has just left, by the way. Oh, a load of our staff members were being taken. Joachim Vacanye, one of our Belgian scouts, has left. So we need to go and get a new scout. So I think we should do that straight away. Staff database. Scout. He's terrifying. Yeah. Scout. Judging. That's not the first one. Didn't you lose a load last stream? Yeah, they're like really, we're being sort of hounded to lose our players. Sebastian Krug is a German with outstanding knowledge and things who I think wants to join. So let's just sign him. He doesn't have as much knowledge, but he's also brilliant at scouting. So let's just have him in as a scout. And then I do actually need to check how many staff members do we have? Do we need to get any more? 6 vacant roles for coaches. I don't think they are actually coaches we need, though, are they? Oh, no, they are. We've only got 5 coaches. Right, we need to do some staff auditing. If Italian Gag Reflex joins, think he's a fun backup. Yeah, I think you're right. I'll give him a full scout. What's the name of your FM skin you're using? Emmanuel, this is the Mr. Tinny skin. If you search Mr. Tinny 23 on Google, you'll find it. But I've made some tweaks to it. That's what it is. Let's do some... We need some coaches. I think I'm not going to massively overthink this. I think we just look for good coaches is the way I'm going to do this. Staff role is coach. Employed is no. Add attributes for a coach. Right, none of them have very good in all of them, which kind of makes sense. Can I do the thing where you do like 5 out of 10? You can't do that anymore, can you? Let's do... Can I change that on here? Do this until some people pop up, I guess. Italian Gag Reflex. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's 10 a.m. Authority. Right, there we go. There are some. Attributes tab. Yeah, I thought it was there. I want to see coaching. Let's look for somebody who's sort of good. Luis Boamorte. Very good attacking. Very good technicals here. Luis Boamorte is fun, isn't it? So if we get him as our attacking type coach, and then if we do a defensive one as well, competent fitness is fine. That is position. That's all right. So the rest is sort of quite useful. This guy's quite good. He'll do a job for me. Do you want to be one of our... Nope. I mean, that's actually a good sign if he wants to be the assistant manager. Shows he's probably quite good. Come in to be a coach, my friend. How you doing, Zavice? How are you? Mental things can get us car boot sales. Christ alive. 10 a.m. again, I will remind you. Who's the best defensive one on here? Lee Burns. Not very good. Purchase is very much the best one. Very good Marcus Shop. Sean Derry. Christ. Very good defending. Authority. Tacticals are all pretty good. Where was he coach? He was assistant manager at Wolves something. He was the manager at Harrogate. Or Hartlepool, I should say. Right, we'll get him. Sean Derry can come in as a coach. To be our defensive guy. Very good beard. I can't argue with that. And then if we do tactical, maybe. Who's a very good tactical coach? This guy looks solid enough. Set pieces aren't very good. This guy may be better. Florence Cock. I mean, it's a great name. We'll do Florence Cock. I'm going to be a coach. Jesse Derry dad, is it? There you go then. There you go then. And then what else do I need to look at? Tactical, technique. Let's just have a fitness coach, I suppose. Is he Italian? Right, let me clear these. I just want a fitness coach who is good at fitness stuff. We've got fitness on here. Outstanding fitness. You can just come in and do that. You're a specialist. And then hopefully that sort of fills in some gaps, and then we can see where we are after that, can't we? How you doing, Holmesy? Welcome in, dude. Could Cock... Right. Chucky injury. He's all right. He's twisted his thigh. He's got a tight thigh after twisting painfully at training. Which is quite a thing, isn't it? That's quite a thing. Right, what are we waiting on? There is a transfer thing here. Gareth O'Neill loan. When is Shim going to leave? That'll be nice. That'll give us some real money. We've got some scout reports, which is fun. Cock is at the wheel. How does it feel? Right. Haven't got that far yet. Stuck on page 9. Pulled a hamstring. What is going on in the chat right now? How's your thigh tighten after twisting? I don't know what conversation you're part of there, Ollie. Is it about the game or what's going on around you? It could easily be either. This guy was good, actually. I liked Gabriel Adu. He's gone to Sassuolo, though, and he was slightly too expensive for us. Really, groin strain is more likely. I agree. There's Morkowski. I don't know. I'm very tired. Right, let's have a look at these guys. C, B- for Vinicius Lopez, who is a 32-year-old. Why am I even scouting these guys? Oh, that's our boy. He definitely doesn't want to join now, does he? Could we loan him again? He actually doesn't look as good. Is he loan listed? Because I tell you what, I know that they recalled him and they probably say no to us, but it'd be cool to loan him again, wouldn't it? I guess they'll say no because they hate us. Not willing to allow him to leave due to the poor relationship that exists. If I paid all of his wages, we made Lordolino a defensive midfielder, and I gave you a massive optional fee, would you let us have him? Like, oh, literally, I can't even offer. I can't even offer? Ah. Okay. What? Oh, yeah, Muddy, we've used it loads here, yeah. Can I just... They literally won't let me offer for him. What? Why can't I bid for this guy, chat? If I go over here, I've got no option to actually bid for him. Have they fully just blocked me out? What's Chucky doing practicing his dance moves on the training pitch for? He's got to be ready. You've always got to be ready, haven't you? Tooney, 7 stream streak. Love that from you. Okay. I guess we can't sign him because I can't bid. It's fine. Bridge has been burned. I guess so. Right. Gunther. Never seen this guy before. He's 28 years old. I don't know why these are on my scout list. Mansfield Town and Cisse. Oh, we've got a bid for him in Bemba. Oh, my word. £6.25 million for Emmanuel Mbemba. That's a lot of money. Rising to 7.5 mil. He's 23. My only issue... Well, could Montero start? Is he that good? I think he's solid for a championship player, you know. We've already got, I suppose, who didn't have a work permit last time, and I don't think he's crazy good. But Montero could come in and just be a starter immediately. Also left-footed, 6'3". Really can't pass is the only problem. This morning is spicy. There's a lot going on, isn't there? Did you look to make an offer for him recently? There's a bug in 26 that stops make offer showing for someone you had a bid fall apart rejected looking at. No, I don't think I did. I know that bug, though. It's usually with loan players, isn't it? He's very no-nonsense, he is, yeah. Last name on the winger striker list was Cesar Ramirez, had Peru caps, but again, might not want to talk. We just saw he had caps. Oh, yeah. You mean you got the new centre-back, right? We did get Gilbertson as the centre-back, yeah. He has 5-star potential, he'll do. So what do you reckon, chat? I'll tell you what we should do. Can I? I can't. It's 4.8 million up front. Are there any centre-backs out there that we could buy? I think it weakens us if he goes. I agree. I actually will leave that on. There's this guy from Spurs. Is he interested? Samuel Nodim from Spurs. 21-year-old Nigerian. He's not that good. Are you struggling for the championship? I haven't tuned in a while. We're not struggling. We haven't started it yet, no. We signed him below $1 million. I think we can sell. Is that enough to sell him? Actually, I'm a bit torn on this one. Oh, I wonder if they'll let us loan back. I don't think they will. Reject and get more. To be fair, it's only 1.4 million after 50 games. So we'd have to wait ages to get that extra money. I think we reject. We also want the sell-on fee, don't we? I think we reject until they give us one that is negotiable and we try and get more. I think I agree. If we were like, if it was a bid we could not reject, I think we sell. Why is Gilbolde unhappy? He wants a new contract. I thought I offered him one. He wanted massive money, I seem to remember. Oh, I can't even talk to him right now. If he wasn't 23, then maybe he'd improve. Yeah, João Pinto is... All right, we've just lost another scout. He's gone to Middlesbrough. All of our staff members... Today is spicy. All of our staff members are off. Staff database again. Back to... Scouts. Apply. We go to scouting. Outstanding, very good. Outstanding, outstanding. We're already getting. Outstanding, outstanding here. Edward Graff. What knowledge do you have? I'm just going to anti-spy stuff. That doesn't look like his real hair. But he'll do... Oh. He'll do a job. Anti-spy stuff, yeah. How funny that... I love stuff like that. I don't think you should get... If you are spying on other teams, I think you should get bonus points. You shouldn't be punished. If you get away... If you... I think there should be more of that in football. Diego Lolly out on loan. That's okay. Give our youngsters loans. I like that. All right. Other centre-backs? Should I, just in case, do a transfer room in for a centre-back? Just in case we need to replace Mbemba. Especially if disguised as a bush. Exactly. Exactly. You need to give Balde a new contract or else he'll be unhappy again. I know, I just don't actually want to. I think I'd rather him be unhappy. I don't want to give him the money that he wants. Also, I don't know what's going to happen with his... I don't think I can give him one because he doesn't get a work permit and then he doesn't want to sign it because of the work permit. So I'm actually waiting until September to do it. We're in a bit of a weird thing where the game's kind of messing up. He wants wide forward. He actually only wants 18. That's not as bad as it was before, I think. I think that's come down. He is on 5.5, but he is good. If we could get that to like 12 with more there, much more there. He wants a release. No, he doesn't want a release clause. That's... Oh, he does. 15 mil. We need to remove that. Relegation can go 2 point... Can actually go 3. When the report said he changed his appearance and left. Yeah. I pictured the spy leaving with the glasses with nose and moustache attached. Exactly. It's so good. Again, more of that. More of that. 37,000. You can get 100k if you get top goal scorer. You won't because you don't score goals. Anything else I can trick him with here? Give him non-promotion release. That's a bit risky. Tell you what though, I don't hate that. 20 million if we don't get promoted is a lot of money if we're still in the championship. I changed from 21 to 23 for the player search. I think it's too narrow at the moment. I think I did do that for those centre-backs, Subway. You're probably right, but I think also, if I'm going to sign a player, those are the ones I want. But yeah, you are right. Thinking more rubber mask a la Mission Impossible. Yeah. Okay, really wants this 18,000. But don't really want to give him. Big appearance fee. 16,000. Let's sign Gilbolde. I think this might mess up again, though. I think it's going to do the thing with the work permit and it's going to ruin it, but we'll see. Right, Alvarez is joining if he gets his work permit. We have signed a new coach called Stephen Purchase. I recognise that name. Who's he been at? Bournemouth and Newcastle. And Villa Women's, I want to say? No, just Villa. Hi, is there anything special you can do to improve your club's reputation, or does it only improve by winning matches and finishing higher in the table? Signing high reputation players, Taglito, I don't know why I said Neglito there, Taglito, will also improve your club's reputation. What other face pack you use? This is the Sort It Out SI Cutouts face pack. You can recommend a signing, sure. There was a Korean, or I think a Korean defensive mid that I liked, but I don't remember where. And I didn't see him on the list. Who's this? Botka, striker, Hungarian, right-footed. Could train him to play left. He's quick. Can't really pass. Can't really cross. 2.4 million. Is he interested? Yes. Would get a work permit. Well, there's another option to throw into the mix. Big wages. 2.4 million, though. Good composure on and off the ball, yeah. 14 composure, 15 aggression, 15 bravery. A bit expensive at 2.4 million, and with the wages as well. Okay. It is a lot of money. Only 20. Full international for Hungary. Milan Krzysztof Botka. MKB. The only problem is we've just signed Antic. I actually agree with you on that, Ollie, as well. They win way more headers and things with bravery. Would he be right to play on the left wing is the thing. I think he's an option. But again, I do agree he's quite expensive. Can't really jump. 9 heading, 8 passing. 6 teamwork, 9 vision. A bit of a letdown. Looks a bit like David Raya. That is, of course, a negative. Staffing advice. What's this? We are signing a few of these. Hopefully we'll back those up a little bit. There's another fitness coach coming in. That guy. Who is Romiger? There's a left winger. Way too expensive, though. Maurice Romiger. Sean Derry's in. He's a bit meh for me, yeah. Not for left wing, I kind of agree. Botka the vodka. Yeah, I think if we hadn't signed Antic, it kind of makes a bit more sense for him, doesn't it? I think we do want somebody who has got familiarity at left wing. Right, Sean Derry is in. That hopefully helps our coaching. Same with Koch. When is Mayuka going to go? That deal has been going on for ages, I feel like. We've drawn to Burnley in a friendly. Right, let's have a look at the transfer rooms. Have we got any players to look at? We do. Let's start with wingers, because I think that's kind of where we're looking most at the moment. 2-star player options. Romiger was one of them. They really do like Maurice Romiger. It's too expensive, though. And then there's this guy, Juan Sebastian Galvis. Now, he looks very Pedro Gomez. Do you know what I mean? Very Pedro Gomez. How you doing, Woe? Welcome in, dude. Hope you're good. Need to get full scouting on him. He plays for Flanerus FC in Colombia. Would cost about $1 million. Will be very quick. Will not be able to cross great or head it. He is only 5'7". Lacks the game intelligence, so he's dumb, yeah. I assume gets a work permit if he's on this list, but I don't know. But he is a left winger who can't actually play striker, so that's the other thing. Do you think he's the left winger? Let's get a full scout report on him, though. He's an option. Other than him, in fact, I don't know why I've got these on. This is annoying me. Small things. But let me turn screen IDs off. Let's have a look at the other options. Important players. You like that guy? If we get the full scout report, he could be good. This guy's also cheap. 6'4". If this guy can play striker as well, there's an option here. Alex Sandro can play striker. Brazilian. 19 years old. Don't quite know how good he is. But he's very brave. Can already play striker and left wing, which is his position. You say 4.5 is too much for that guy, but is he? Almost Premier League, you'd be worth way more than that. Yeah, I mean, you are kind of true, Andy. Yeah. Could be very good. It could be a bit poo. Yeah. Let's fully scout Alexandro. You mean Romager? Well, it's not. It's more that it's up to 8 million is the problem. More scouting needed, yeah. Is there a release clause there? I assume not. How fast is he? We need the reports. Yeah, let me fully scout him as well, actually. Hi, then, Curly. Siegman, I didn't. My mind didn't even go there. So that's on you. That one isn't having a brave forward bad because of having higher risk of being injury prone. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be looking into it to that degree and being worried about that type of thing. Nah. You think Arsenal bottle in the league, Clayts? I hope so. I don't think so. Chelsea beat us in that cup final with pace. They did, but not because of our wingers being slow, though. But yeah, pace is always king. Any other players on here? Who's he wanted by? Olympiacos on a free. River Plate Montevideo. He's quite good for a freebie. If we're selling what's his face, we've got some funds now. Yeah, we do definitely have funds. For Shim going for 3 million, it'll give us about 8 million or so in funds. It's whether we want to spend it really. Under 21 Uruguay international. There's loads of these players playing for Uruguay. Olympiacos wanting him is kind of interesting. We've got full scout knowledge on him though, and he's only a C. He's not interested until his deal runs out, which I guess is in December. We'd have to sign him on a free for then, maybe. Okay. And then the other player there was Agustin Miranda. Again, I like it because they can play left wing and striker. But again, Bolivian would be cheap. We need the full amount for him, don't we? We need to know more about him. So let's get a full scout report on him. I think I looked at both of those. Strikers. Oh, there's a bid. Philadelphia Union signing Pedro Herreros. Can play left wing. Is right-footed. He plays for Ibiza. He's 21. Again, what's money if not for spending? It's very true. That is very true. There's a guy here called Ronaldinho who could be really quick. Left-footed. Ronaldinho Uhaya. It's a good name. Colombian. A-. Good dribbling, good ace. Will have good finishing between 14 and 17. Some not so good mentals. But again, we don't have full knowledge, so we'll have to see. Selfish player. That's all right. We don't hate a selfish player. Let's see what he looks like. I like his name, and that is always important. There are 3 players on this. All A's and A-. A 6. Sebastian Cal, who plays for... I think, yeah, I looked at him before. He's expensive. He plays for MK Dons. I don't want to spend 7 million. This guy's cheaper. Rankovic. He looks well-rounded. And then Bartosz. Ooh, Bartosz. Lechia Gdansk. 1.7 million. Can play left wing. Is right-footed. He could be quite good. 21, though. Cesar Ramirez check. He was the Peruvian. This guy. 9 caps for Peru. No idea if he's actually interested. We're scouting him. Not interested. Yeah, there you go. If that Serb would be a Phaeton upgrade as an option to site, I agree. They can finish, let them be selfish. Exactly. Are we moving from Belgium to Serbia? We might be with the players that we're looking at. All right. Not sure any of them are like jump out brilliant, but they look pretty good. Options if he's right-footed, but that's a good option. Liechtenstein International from Vaduz. If we were to sell Mbemba, 6'4", massive, looks quite good as an option. If Mbemba goes, pay up for a Brazilian under 21 international, right-footed again. Jean Antunes, he's got a moustache. You take the Polish guy. called Konitschki. Might fail work permit, though, unless you then loan him to Belgium or something. Yeah. And then Jacob Howard from Leeds. Is he left-footed? Right-footed. Did the Sundowns New Gen have any interest? One's leaving. One's going to Inter, Jerry Fane. And then there's one here who doesn't have interest. He's got 9 caps for South Africa, though. He doesn't look amazing. This guy does and is off already. It's all spineless Wolves teams are being relegated. Are you remaking the same in 2027? We might have to do a video where we go and do it again, right? A one-off video. Yeah, it's Adams. I think he's gone. I think he went in the stream. Like PSG or somebody like that, wasn't it? Yeah, I think so. The Sundowns guy left, yeah. What? I hope you're not happy to stay, because I need you to go to Oxford. I hope you're not happy to stay. You are transfer listed, surplus. Please leave. Can I ask? I can ask for confirmation. I'm not going to in case it messes it up, but maybe it was delayed. I didn't delay it though. Have Wolfsburg and the Austrian division even been relegated? I think they're in the relegation zone. Well, that's what I keep getting tagged in anyway. All of them. It's crazy, really. How funny is that? Like, how niche is that to be doing the rounds? That people have decided, like, they're like, look, these 3 teams are all doing rubbish, and it's Wolves, Wolfsburg, and Wolfsburger. Like, it actually makes no sense. But like, it's the most perfect thing to tag me in, and believe me, I've been tagged in it. DMs on the daily from people. I'm like, yeah, I know. But it is good. That's rubbish. That's rubbish. We've got another bid from Mbemba, but it's rubbish. 2 million. Like reverse viral, exactly. It's the type of thing that should have made us do the save, but we've already done it. Remember when Wolfsburg were managed by Wolfgang Wolf? Yeah, Wolfgang Wolf was great. Right, we've applied for a work permit, and I don't know if he's going to get this. And if he doesn't, I think it messes up the contract renewal. I don't really know what happens there. Alvarez, though, is in. We can now decide whether we want to loan him or not. Eduardo Alvarez. We've made a signing. Yeah, mid-table, Holmesy. Alvarez in. We'll get him to learn English. Luca can have a little word with him. How will we use him then? Do we look for a loan immediately? To be fair, already valued at about over $1 million. We signed him for 88k. Not too shabby, I think. Clark is off. Don't know who that is, so we'll loan him out. This season is going to be a Hereford. Do German and decide. Yeah, that's a good idea. When a team has been in great position, goes on to bottle it at the climax. I mean, yeah. Finally, okay, he has gone. Mayuka goes for 3.3. We only get 1.3 now. Some of it's monthly installments. Look, they do, though, give us 50% of next sale here. So that's kind of where by giving them it not all up front, we do get 50% of next sale. This could be a massive deal for us. Oxford are, I think, are in league. They are in the championship. It is a good signing for them. He's really good. We just didn't fancy him. So we're going to let Shim go, take a load of money for him, hopefully even more money in the future too, which will be nice. And then we could mortgage these and get 1.5 mil now if we wanted to. Instead of... I think we do that. I'm just going to take the money. Going to take the money. Right, Mayuka goes. He's already got a massive value compared to that. So they've got a bargain, but at the same time, I think we've done all right to get a 3.3 million from a player we signed for free. So all round, good deal, I think. It gives us how much money in the bank? 16 million in the bank, which is beautiful now that we're not paying ridiculous taxes. Like the broken taxes almost destroyed us, didn't they? But we're all good now. I think we're through that. And we're in a good place. Captain for the season. I don't know if either of these are going to be on the pitch all that often. But I think we have to keep them. I wonder if there's anyone with better leadership. Montero's got 15 leadership. Jorge Nunes is a good option as a captain. Do I make a change and make Jorge Nunes the backup, the vice captain? Or do we leave it with Luca? Luca's still listed as star player, by the way. He's going to kick off if he doesn't start every game. Drop names as first backup. What does that mean? Drop Nunes as first backup. Guess do it now rather than later, yeah. Remove from standings. Make him first. So first choice captain. If they don't play. Yeah, so put Nunes as first here and then leave these guys here maybe. Does that help? We're like, do you gain more leadership by being a captain? That feels like something that you should do. Like if you appoint a player as a captain and they are living and breathing in that role, their leadership should improve. Like Jordan Henderson wasn't a great captain before he became Liverpool captain. And then he finished as a really good captain, I'd say. But I don't know if that's a thing that's in FM, is it? Second backup can be... I mean, we don't need to do second backup, but let's confirm captains as that. We'll keep them the same for now. Montero loan. Is he loan listed? Is that why? Yes. Let's not do that. Reject that. We will loan Sunny Hills. You need to warn them first. If not, they're going to be unhappy. Yeah. But I didn't change it, so we're all good. You can go. I do think we do also... We haven't done our sales, have we? I was trying to sell Diego Sanchez, who hasn't picked up any interest and isn't leaving at this point. So nobody wants him. I'm going to transfer list him, I think, and offer him out because I think we will get money for him if we do this. Just do it like that and do that. And Nunes on our leadership course. We could do, actually, yeah. Let's do that if we can. He might not want to at the moment. How do you do that? There. That didn't work. Apparently it did. Okay. How you doing, Tom? Welcome in, buddy. Hope you're good. How you doing, Ren, as well? Yeah, I got it. All right. So, yeah, this is what I thought would happen. Oh, wow. Straight off the bat. Hopefully this is negotiable. 1.9 rising to 2.3. How much did we sign Sanchez for? 300k. We don't need him. We've got two really good right backs. I don't really want to use him as a winger. 1.5 million. 40% of sell-on. Rising to 2.3. I'm really tempted to just accept this. I will offer out again and see if we can get more, but I am kind of tempted to just take this. What do you think? Hope everyone is well. Also, hope you had a good holiday, Clayts. Jack demanding more coffee ice cream now. Yeah, in a big way. Chat. Jack's not won yet, so we don't give him like sweet stuff like chocolate or whatever. He had his first taste of a gelato when in Venice the night before, and then we went on a food tour and I got a coffee ice cream, and I was just holding my coffee ice cream in front of him. Probably not great for a 11-month-old child. Just holding my coffee ice cream in front of him, and he dived his face straight into it to have a bite of my ice cream. So he's now had coffee ice cream. Not an affogato, but like a coffee flavoured gelato. So now he's hooked, basically, which is very on brand, really, as baby Clayts, I'd say. Holy hair. His hair is outrageous, isn't it? He is, though. Also, this sums him up now. He ate so much pasta. He ate so much pizza. I actually think we might have accidentally raised a little tiny Italian child, because he sits in restaurants eating his bread, waving at waiters as they walk past. He's like, "Hey!" at waiters as they go past, like this. Like, it absolutely in his element. His first word is going to be buongiorno, exactly. Waving his bread at people. Drinking his drink, doing cheers. Like, do you want to see more photos of my child, everybody? But yeah, no, he had he loved it. He had the best time. Just like waltzing about Venice, just chilled. Like, look, is that not just vibes? This is how he spent his time in Venice. Just in his pram, just living his best life. Look at him. Looks just like you on that pic. Yeah, he looks. If you saw photos of me as a child, he's basically like a little twin. I am relaxed, exactly. Living his best life. He's currently downstairs reading Gazzetta with a coffee and his legs crossed. Exactly. He's a little Italian boy. Anyway, chap. More like ciao, not buongiorno. Yeah, maybe. At least you know he's yours. That's true. That's exactly the same with your Jack. Yeah, he's just what a boy. Do you have Italian roots? No. Yeah. Coffee ice cream plates, you sick man. I will not hear any slander for coffee ice cream. Coffee flavoured ice cream. Oh, what a dream. What a dream. Anyway, chat, back to FM. Shall I accept this? I think I'm going to, and then I'm going to offer out for more. 2.3 mil for a player we signed for 300k. He's not going to be a starter. Let's let him leave, basically. Let's offer him out for a little bit more. He has good potential. I don't fancy him. He has got good potential and he's decent, but I don't want to use him as a winger. He can't play as a striker, which is what our wingers are. I think I'm going to let him go. He's going to make you an offer. You cannot refuse. Exactly. Right. Okay. I can complete the renewal without the work permit. If you renew Bolde's contract without a new work permit, he would remain covered by his current permit, which runs until 2033. Why don't I just do that then? Oh, look. If the appeal fails, we have 3 ESC work permit slots from a maximum of 4 available, and therefore have the option to use one for Bolde to allow him to join. So shall I, basically here, I'm kind of tempted to just complete it because it says it's going to be covered. But at the same time, we are going to have 3 ESC places. We could sign some worldies from around the world that haven't got work permits, that we've not even looked at, maybe for the left wing spot. What's the best play here? Appeal, and then he doesn't get it but use the ESC. But what if he doesn't want to join without one? Does it even give me the option? Or is it just complete it and then hope that he's covered for another 2 years? Appeal. How you doing, Oliver Ben? Welcome in, dude. Welcome in from Australia. Renew and then get some worldies. Well, we can use one of them on Gil anyway. We'd still have 2 left over regardless, wouldn't we? Coffee ice cream is the best. I fully agree. Does he make the hand gestures? It kind of was. Complete renewal and worry about it later. Appeal covers all bases. Yeah, you're right, actually. Let's appeal and then see what happens. But yeah, I was tempted to do it, but I don't think that's even true because he's not covered until 2033 because he's on an ESC now. So it might bug out basically if I do that. Nunes is doing his leadership course. That's nice. Use those ESCs on some ridiculous signings when we have got 2 more. If I go here, I haven't actually got it on, but let's just go left wing. Let's make that 23. Natural at left wing. This is nothing to do with work permit places. Who is like a baller we could sign here? I mean, there's Tikwan Samuel, who we sold. I don't know if there is, because I haven't scouted them if they're not going to get work permits, have I? ESC will only be for a season. He'll get the relevant game time. Yeah. Don't know where the tip guy is from last week, but I got to go down there now for a dad update. Nice. Nice. That's cold. I might go and make another coffee in a minute, chat. Brighton make Andre Sarni offer. Oh. Also, I'm on first name terms and they often unload the car for me. You are dadding. You're properly dadding. Right. 2 big bids here. Andre Sarni, 4.2 million. Has to be rejected. We are building the future around Sarni, I think. That is outrageous. 11 million, rising to 13 million. It is 5 million over 3 installments, but I can actually negotiate this. I didn't watch the Snooker World Championship, no. If this gets to like... Basically, if this gets to this money and they add a 50% of next sale, I think we say yes. He was my guy, but no longer. Even that, chat. They've just offered 13 million with 50% next sale. I think we might have to sell N'Golo Magai. I sort of really like it. Me too. It does mean we are going to need to sign a left back as well. We might not play any games today. In fact, I'm going to say now, it's very unlikely we play games. Well, actually, the season does start soon, but we were going to make loads of progress, but we haven't. How much? It's 15% of 15 mil. You can add it. What is 15% of 15 mil? What do you mean? I don't know what to do with that. Well, I do. I know that I should accept it, but it's 50% Green Gin. 50%. You can remove that and add the number. You mean to the money they pay now? I don't think that's worth it. I think it's much better. I can't see it because of your head. You can actually. Just say you actually can. So let me see his profile again. He is really good that he's only 20. But annoyingly, it's just, can I revert that? Yeah, that's the bid, isn't it? Yeah. Could you maybe get 15? I can negotiate one more time, but I don't know if I should. He might turn it down, you know. I mean, he is like that, isn't he? Wouldn't sign him in League 2. How you doing, Cheesy? Sal, what if he moves to a big 6 club for like 50 million in the future? You get 50. Exactly. That's the point Wojtinho's making there. It's not as good to add the money now. When he goes to Wolves, his value goes woof. And when that value goes woof, you then get 50% of that money when you sell the clause. So you get much more money by doing this. Try adding a loan back. Ooh. Ooh. Do you think they reject that now? Because that actually becomes a very good deal then. But even saying that, do we even want, like, at least you can deal with the replacement later, yeah. They removed it. I didn't lock it in, to be fair. How patient do you reckon they're going to be? 13 million. It is 1.3 after 50 games, and then 1.3 million after playing 10 games for Ivory Coast. Don't know if he's made his debut yet, and I don't want to keep going back because it messes up the deal. Shall I ask for a little bit more money? Are there any others interested? There are, yeah. Shall I ask for 7 mil and lock that in? He might get in the Wolves squad straight away. I think he probably will. He has played for Ivory Coast already, has he? I kind of want to make it 15 million in total. I feel like that's a nice round number. 7 million now, 5 in 3 installments, 50% of sell-on fee, 15 million in total for a player we signed for basically nothing. They might offer the loan back. Sometimes they do. Because he's still only 20. Depends if they want to use him as a starter, but sometimes they do offer it back anyway. Although the fact that they removed it suggests that maybe they won't, right? I think we have to accept this just for the realism angle, the narrative angle. If we get big bids, 15 million, I think we have to say goodbye to N'Golo Magai. Loan him, and that now changes everything we need to do. Honestly, a great deal. It is. It's just such a shame. He has played quite a lot of games for us. Another one that we brought in, I'm pretty sure without a work permit, and then he got one. And then played 3 seasons, was absolutely brilliant in all of them, look. National League, League 2, League 1. But he has got 4 caps for Ivory Coast, you're right. I think we now need to look for a left wing back. Oh. It's not ideal. But could Francini be left? Could we play him left back? Or should we have a look for another one? He's too good to be a backup. Francini is a left-sided... He doesn't have a very good left back. It's only reasonable. But could Francini just go and play on the other side and use him as a weird inverted one on the other side somehow? I suppose it also does depend on whether they are going to loan him back to us. Nah, he's right-footed. Reasonable left foot. All right, I think we need to look for a left wing back. I need to go and do a transfer room in for a left wing back, don't I? This is... It never ends. This is why transfer windows are the best ones. They're just like... Transfer streams are the best. But I always love that about Football Manager anyway. Like, we get through the seasons, it's fine. There's a bit of drama. We might make a cup final. We might, you know, be in a bit of trouble. Then we get promoted, or we might bottle the playoffs or whatever. But actually, building the squad is what it's all about, isn't it? As long as you keep the same names around enough, it's all about that to me. Can Prince play on the other side? Prince can't, but kind of... He's got a weak left foot, though. I know you can't see that. Let me move here. Yeah, he's only got a weak left foot, whereas Francini is not there. Francini does have a reasonable left foot. And Cat has got a bit of familiarity there. Is Demeester off the loan list? Honestly, if I try for him, I think we need to move on. Yeah, he's not on the loan list. He's going to play every single game for them in the Premier League. He's an absolute beast. Look at him. Malvin the Beaster. Did I finish doing the transfer rooms for left wing back? Did I do any? No, I did squad player. That was all, apparently. Lordolino left wing back. Now we're talking. What about Florian Wirtz as a left wing back, chat? It's an idea. Just saying, it's an idea. Regular starter, important player. Why is that not in order? Did I do star player yet? No. Let's do that. They just love when you plan for a season, then it gets all ripped up. Seems a shame not to try Francini there. I kind of agree. But reasonable left back, is that good enough? And then with Dodgson, Owen Dodgson as the backup, is that a weak area in the squad now? It's a shame he doesn't really have that left back ability, isn't it? Have we got more options here, by the way? Have more of these guys come in? What about the striker ones? 7 players on important player now. Dino Juric is a name that feels Croatian. He plays centre mid. Very aggressive. But he'll get there in a few games. Yeah, but it won't improve his being able to play left back. Dmitry Titov from Ukraine. Very quick. Although, is he? 16 to 18 acceleration, 11 to 13 pace. That means centre mid, left wing back, and CB are the most important people. Yeah, although I think we probably keep Mbemba now. You'd imagine. Again, though, does it mean that suddenly this guy becomes affordable? Because, like, we're getting 15 million. Could we go and spend up on our left wing striker guy? I don't know. There's too many players. There's too much going on. I have no idea what the best plan is now. We have this breakdown moment most streams, don't we? Now I'm like, I don't know what to do. What should we do? I blessed rains down in Africa. All right. Sani would like to talk about his future now. Okay. What do I say now? If we retrain him, he'll be good enough, do you reckon? What, Francini? It doesn't even really need retraining, Francini. He can kind of play there. He'll pick it up quite quickly. What do I say to him? I'd appreciate being allowed to talk to Brighton. I think I need to play at the higher level at this stage of my career. I just don't agree, Andre. Like, you're not that good yet, although you are going to be, and you played loads here. The finances weren't right and just wait for bigger money and then just don't let them have that. You're like 12, you moany twat. Could say that. Let's say 6.5 mil and hopefully they don't bid it. And if they do, just reject it anyway. That's kind of my usual MO for here. That's the normal plan. O'Neill out on loan, that's fine. Wait, how do you have this GUI? What? This guy? Through the youth intake, Nikic. Is that not a choice? It wasn't. Yeah, weird. I don't know. I agree with you. Should be. Okay, O'Neill out. Sunny Hill's still getting bids. Responsibilities, it's all fine. Still went on a few of those staff members to come in, haven't we? Also, this is what I thought might happen. I can allocate an ESC place, though. If we renew Bolde's contract, he'll be covered until 2033. We have, or I can give him an ESC place. GUI equals Mr. Tinny Skin. Eh? Does it? Not from England. Does it? How do I have this skin? Is that what you're asking, Nikic? I think he's still good enough for ESC. I think he is, yeah. I think we give him one of our... Especially if we've got 4. Well, 3. I think we do that. Diego Sanchez is going to go for 2.3 million. I think I'm okay with that. We do get profit on it, although I don't know if there will be profit because he's going to Nacional. Who did we sign him from? Was it not Nacional? No, Danubio. Graphic user interface. It's Mr. Tinny Skin then, yes. Nikic. How do you get it? You search it. What team? The stream is going good, Elias. Yeah, it's all good, thank you. Right, new contract. He's happy with that. That's good. We can mortgage the installments of this, which gives us 325k extra now, which I think is just worth doing, to be honest. Lolly out on loan. Let's wait and see with Magai whether we're going to get him back on loan then. That's what I wanted to ask. All good, all good. Well done to Mr. Tupois. Which team are you playing with? 3 Counties FC. It's very much in the title, very much on the screen, yeah. There you go. Ollie's giving you some save context for you there, Elias. When will you realize? Edwin Granados, B. Not very good, not very good. And assistant. I think our first game's coming up. We're going to play our first game, chat, against QPR. Well done to him indeed, yes. How do you have so much money? We sold a load of players, didn't we? And sold a load of clauses. We sold like the Samuel clause and another one last stream. So yeah, we're doing all right, really. Like even transfer, we've got 18 million now. Even transfer money in. We brought in 5 million there. And then last season we brought in 4. And then we sold the clauses, which annoyingly they don't show on here, do they? We sold Beyonds, we sold somebody else's. We sold Renters, didn't we? For loads of money. I seem to remember. Didn't Bruno Renter, because I don't think he's got a clause anymore. And he was the one who was at Arsenal. I'm pretty sure we sold his. Yeah, so he's not on there anymore. And he was the one, he was at Arsenal and his value was like 40 million. So I think that's where we got most of the money from. His value's here and we sold 50% sell on for him, I believe. Right. Loans. Nunes happy to stay. That's good because PSG don't want him anymore. That's good. Our players are coming around and being happy again, which is lovely. We do have our first game of the season. I think I'm going to hold off on fantasy chat just because we haven't finished our transfers. And we'll do it next stream rather than faffing about doing that now. We'll do it once we know what our squads are going to be, if that makes sense. 10 mil for Renty on top of his original. That was it. Well done, Colon. Yeah, there you go. So we got an extra 10 million plus then the 5 million in from sales, etc. That's where it came from. Who's this? Why is this guy even on our... Are these like release players? Why are we even looking at them? They're rubbish. I'm just happy the tax thing is no longer broken. You'd have probably got sacked in the championship for that. Yeah, probably. But like for the finances being so bad, you're probably right. I have players better than that in Wales. Jesus, he's not worth 30 million. What Renter? I think he's got high potential, I'd imagine. And he plays for Arsenal. So, like, remember the value is only is representative of their reputation because where he plays. But yeah. Do you just scout young players? Pretty much, yeah. It gets to a point in a save where I don't really want real players unless they're like worldies. We have a look at who's interested from big names. And then if there are none, just sign young players really to build for the future. This team now is so fun because it's all built for the future. Let's pop in then. Let's play our first game. Antich plays. Unregistered. Probably need to register him. Where is he? Magai's still here, so I guess we play him. Let's register Antich. I think he's registered now, and that should work. Nunes, Pereira, Mbemba, Magai, Cisse, Bognar, Suarez, Laudolino, Balde, Antich, Oliveira. And then we've got a space on the bench, which I assume... Do we give it to Gilbertson, Alvarez, or Falovsky? Falovsky's wanted. I guess he might still be loan listed. Mansfield want to sign Falovsky, chat. I think if they offered us 3 million, we should sell him. Sign for 110k. He's a lovely break glass option, 6'5" striker, but I think that'd be good money for him because we've got Sani already. Do we need 3 strikers on the bench, by the way? Possibly not. League reputation is so important for squad value. Massive. League reputation, and then in turn, obviously, club reputation changes the value of players massively, yeah. I still need to loan this guy out. Can I not offer? Why can't I offer? I can. I don't want any money. You don't have to promise me anything. Just loan him. Somebody take him so he plays football. All right. There's another left-back option, by the way. Alvarez is the left-back. He's not that good. I don't think he's not got the pace I want for a wing-back. All right. I think, chat, first game of the championship, we play QPR with our new kits, by the way. Did I show you the kits? I think I did last time. I think we're at home. Gil Balde captain is not the way that should go. That, my captains thing did not work, did it? How do I do captains from here now? I don't think I can from here, can I? I think I need to go out of here. Go to match day. Go to tactics. Go to... Where do I even do the captains anymore? Is it on here? I actually don't know. Set pieces on there? Match squad? Where do I even set my captains anymore? We're not going to do fantasy, by the way, Desmano. We're going to do it next time, I think. I just read that as Timu Gallas. I mean, that is kind of his name, isn't it? First team. Squad. Wait, where? Where? Dynamics? Ah, captains. There it is. Only ever do it when you pick it at the start. So for some reason, that didn't set. So how do I set that, though, so it stays? Because last time I came off this and it didn't set it. Like, there's no, like, click a button to actually set it, if that makes sense. Yeah, I usually do it through the prompts in the emails, exactly. I want to make him first choice, but has that set? Oops. It has now, okay. So make sure you click the back arrow, not the X. Right, Antich, I think is now registered. I don't know why it's showing red here. I assume it's because he wasn't before. Let's go and make our championship debut. We're going to play a game in today's stream. How wild is that? Morning, mate. Sorry, I missed that from you. Cal Lewis, morning, mate. How are you able to buy so many players from abroad? Work permit likely filter. Exactly that, Cal, yeah. Exactly that. Okay. And then also ESC places, so you can sign them anyway. And then even if they don't get work permits. But yeah, that's how. It still didn't do it. It's still giving Gil Balde the armband. It makes no sense. Change captain and change vice captain. I don't want to change the captain and vice captain. It's just that my captain and vice-captain aren't in the squad or aren't in the starting 11. So I put my first backup as George Nunes. It still went to Balde, so rubbish. Try offering Magai higher. Maybe you can get more. Yeah, maybe we could offer him out for more. Not a bad idea, although I think that was a pretty big bid. But yeah, I see what you mean. All right, let's go and play. There is the QPR team. I think we've bit Sebastiano Esposito up front for them. I quite like that. We're a championship team now. Who do we think we are? Look at that. 3 counties. The showground, which is being expanded again, so that's why there are cranes back. We have got 3 counties into the championship. The showground is a championship stadium. Absolutely silly. We're underway. Why is Esposito playing for them? Right, key highlights. Lovely. Come on. Let's see whether we can actually mix it in the league above now, or if we are going to start struggling. I hope not. Been catching up on the streams and wanted to catch you live. Nice. Yes. Yeah, fair enough, guy. I mean, it is true. It looks like well OP, doesn't it? But that work permit likely filter, seriously good. And use transfer room in because it will show you the players that you can sign from those positions. Alex Kral has given them the lead. That's another good player to have in the championship, isn't it? Can we get Crane Cam? It's not the time. We're 1-0 down at home to QPR. We could struggle this year. Maybe losing this would prompt us into signing a load of players because it might show that actually we need players. It's gone through the feet of, I think, Mbemba there. 3 counties, more like 3 seasons away from the Champions League. Would have been a good line if we hadn't just gone 1-0 down at home. I'm going to demand more. I'm assuming that QPR aren't one of the favourites for the league either here. We're playing... Balde was playing all right. He went up to a 7. Antic debut, of course. Is it Lordolino's debut? I think it is. Bognar's debut. Quite a few new players in the team, I suppose. Where do you think you're going to end in the championship? If I had to guess, we're predicted mid-table, so I would say playoffs. I would not be surprised if we could win the league. At the same time, I would not be surprised if we ended up struggling. That's kind of how I feel about us. Balde with a corner. Towards the near post, headed wide and over by Lordolino. He should be a threat from these. He is 6'5". With those players, you'll win it for sure. You'd hope. Maybe. But we are 1-0 down here at home. Balde with another corner. Headed away. Back in by Dinko. It's not in. Oliveira bounced away. Need to reinvest or you'll struggle, to be honest. Do you think so? You blame the cloud. I sent that before you went into the match. Fair enough. Lordolino! Near post header OP. That's why you signed 6'5" Brazilians, chat. It was like 4th time lucky. Balde's assist. Lordolino rises. Bang. Big header. 1-1. We're off the mark in the championship. I know exactly. There's like 15 corners in a row. Just kept trying it, spamming it until it worked. Reminds me of FM13 with Sebastian Coates up from corners for Leicester. Antic! Debut goal from Jovan! Get in! Did we play QPR last year? I think we did, yeah. Antic has scored on his debut. We've turned it around before half-time. Bognar out to Cisse. Into Oliveira down the right-hand side. Oliveira, little pullback. Just behind him, but he wraps his foot round it. Keeper can't keep it out. Off the bar, bounces down. 2-1, debut goal. And look at the ratings flying up now. The Wyverns have arrived. This championship malarkey is easy, exactly. Oliveira down the right-hand side. Looking for a third before half-time. Cisse. Bognar. Suarez. Lordolino, Magai. It's going to be 3, is it? No. Did that go for a throw? It was a goal kick. He's missed by miles away. You stand by your comment of us struggling. Yeah, fair. 6'5", you can't teach height. Exactly. Look at that. Same minute. We've scored twice in the same minute. Which is, I don't think you see that very often, do you? Because they have to go and do, look, just 2 goals in the same bit there. That's crazy. Right, address the team. I'm pleased with how you've done there. We've got good options as well. Being able to bring on Luca, Backstein, Sani, Chucky. Yeah, I did throw Chucky in there. I did, all right. I've never seen that before. That's wild, isn't it? Because surely it takes that long to get back to the centre circle after the celebrations. Also, both corners, yeah. No, it wasn't. The second one was... Did it come from a corner, the second one? Second one was the pullback, wasn't it? And smashed in by Antic. Magai down the left. Might be his last game for us. Balde into Jovan Antic. He's got 2 on debut. Balde's got 2 assists, maybe. Yeah, 2 assists. And Antic seems like he's the type of striker that is in the correct place, which is what you want. Who needs Melvin Demister? Exactly. Balde with a bit of end product. Antic with 2 on debut. Correct place at the right time. Yeah, he's got that little knack of being there. Nipping in to tap in. Well, calling the first one a tap in is a bit harsh, isn't it? But you know what I mean. Yeah, 40.01 and 40.59 would make sense, wouldn't it? Right, and half an hour to go. We are looking to add another one here. Malv Demise was always a poor man's Marv Demin. He was. Balde again. Lordolino. Oliveira. I'm liking Lordolino in there, you know. I like how he's also got white boots on. I think he has, right? Is that him or is he changed? They've got a player called Duck and Bar, which is completely wrong. 25 to play. I'm going to do a sub after this highlight or a few subs. Let's make changes then. Cisse intercepts. Should we try Francini out at left back for the last half an hour here? We've got a nice lead. We could almost treat it as giving Magai a bit of a farewell in case it's a farewell. Lordolino up, headed wide. Lordolino doesn't have white boots on. Let's do that. Let's do Magai. Chat, say goodbye to Magai, but maybe also not goodbye. But on the sly, give him a good reception as he comes off. And Francini's going to get some familiarity playing left wing back. We'll also do Andre Sani for Oliveira. I'm going to play Antic wide. And we're going to get Luca a game in midfield for Dinko. And Backstein on for Lordolino. I'm loving... do you know what? No, Lordolino's going to get some time at DM. To give him some more familiarity there as well. Had us worried in the first half, right? I'm off now to revise. All good, Morgs. Enjoy. I hope the revision goes well. Love to see how Demise is doing during his season at the wrong club. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on him for sure. We're going to buy him next year. If we get promoted, we're going to buy him for the Prem, right? Spend 60-odd million on Malvin Demister for our Premier League campaign. Francini from left back over. On his right foot as well. That was quite nice. Yeah, Oliveira did look really handy, didn't he? In fact, all 3 of the strikers looked like a real assets in different ways. Luca. I'd like a Luca goal in the Championship as well. Having been here since the beginning. Lordolino wins it back. Francini again, right-footed. Twice. He's had it on his right and, like, cut in to shoot and gone close. That could be a fun little thing that you just wouldn't see from Magai, would you? He scored we've scored another. John Pereira. John Pereira, another player that's been up through a lot of leagues with us. Is he set to train at left wing back? Not yet, no. Yeah, Philip Lahm regen, exactly. John Pereira heads in. Why is Emmanuel Mbemba taking the corners? Our 6'3" centre-back is taking corners to our other centre-back who heads in. Ridiculous. Imagine spending 60 million on a player you basically gave a career to. I know, but it'd be worth it, wouldn't it? So Francini confirmed as your new left-back. He's done well, hasn't he? It looks quite... I like how fun it seems. So we'll see. That's the partnership at work, yeah. Oh, they're going to... Nope, saved by Nunes. Have we got time to add... Do you know what we need to do? Do you know what we need to do, chat? It is time to welcome Chucky to the Championship. Caleb Chukwuemeka, Championship footballer. He started in Tier 7 with us, and he's now playing. Him and Luca together are now playing Championship football. Will he get a chance? There is a corner. Mbemba's on it again. I need to change that. That looks ridiculous. Worse when Harry Kane was taking them. He's got another assist. Maybe I need to keep it. 2 assists from Mbemba at left back. That's from centre back. Lordolino scored 2 headers. That is going to be a cheat code. That is going to be a cheat code. He's 6'5" and he didn't even jump that one. This is where people are asked for tips for the game, and I've got my 6'3" centre back taking corners on an 8.7 because he's got 2 assists. So what? What? Bear that in mind, by the way. Fantasy next week or on Tuesday when we continue it. The assist that he might get from taking corners. Bolde was taking corners before he went off, by the way. No left-footed to take corners. I mean, Bolde was taking them before, but then he went off, and Mbemba apparently is the next best taker, so that's why I did it. We also won 5-1, so we were worried about losing this game, worried about how we do in the championship. We just won 5-1. How you doing, D Festa? Morning, Clayts. Morning, fellow cultists. Up the Wyverns. How the hell are we? How was your holiday? Sit rep, what have I missed? We're selling Magai. Holiday was great. I'm fine. It's been another... That's our first game. We won 5-1. Score prediction for El Clasico. I reckon, yeah, there will be scores. To be honest, I'm really surprised how you found Lordolino. Well, it's the same as the way that we found Backstein. It's the way that we found all of them, really, isn't it? It's just like... That's what... We just... Sorry, what? Okay, part of the deal for Antic was 500k after he played 1 game. So he just spent 500k extra on Antic. Worth it, to be honest. He scored twice. Lordolino sends us top. Classy Lordolino. Love it. We need a song for Lordolino, don't we? And some sounds, maybe. How good is he at corners? That's actually a great question. Mbemba's corner taking is 3. Why? Who is signing Magai? Burnley or something, is it? Wolves. 15 million. Look at the deal, though. We're selling Magai because they're giving us 50% of next sale, as well as 15 million in total. I guess Lordolino's our new Fancy FM guy, possibly. There's a lot of them, to be honest. Like, how are you going to choose? But yeah, he's not very good. Oh yeah, and Jackson addict, a caffeine addict now. Yeah, that's true. I rate the Magai deal. Yeah, we just decided it's a bit too much. And if he does go, we're going to see if they loan him back to us. And if they don't, probably play Francini left wing back. Corner stat is definitely overrated. Corner attribute. You'd also say, though, they probably need good technique and crossing, but he doesn't, and it doesn't matter. So, my sweet lord, yeah. Oh, love having some love. Ooh, if this is above 6.5 million, we've got an issue. It's 3.3, so it's not... It's fine, we can reject it. It's fine. Stat attributes, exactly, yeah. What's a good song for Lordolino? Did you decide on a striker? We did, yes, of course. It's the one that we made a bid for last stream. We signed Jovan Antic for 2.5 that's now gone to 3 million. Did score twice on his debut, so he's kind of backed it up a little bit. Yeah, we just went for Antic. He's good. He's only got 11 finishing, but he's got great physicals. Probably want to use him as a winger eventually. Yeah, he's in. Don't forget to add training. Yeah, I'm going to not do it, Andy, until we know whether Magai's going to stay. I don't want to train him there if I'm not going to use him there. Lord of the Lost Song. Lord of the Dance. Lion King style every time he scores? Maybe. Right, we've loaned him out. Who's Michael Garcia? B- Michael Garcia. Ecuador international striker. Don't remember even ever seeing him. Best formation FM26. 4-2-3-1. Probably. You think from where things stand now, is it worth upgrading from 24 to 26? Getting bored of 24 now, low key. If you're getting bored of it, then it probably is. Because it's kind of personal to you, isn't it? There's not that yeah, if you're bored of it and you want something new, then yeah, probably, because it means you'll start a new save and a new game and stuff, even if that game isn't quite as good as it could be. So probably. Lord, won't you score me a near post header? My friends have lost since I must make a man. That song's so weird, isn't it? Sam Cox is chatting about me for some reason. We're playing Dorking Wanderers. There's another bid for Sani. Don't be more than 6.5 million. Yeah, Antich is injured as well. 5.5, which means I can reject it. Bognar's improving. Good Premier League player, Dinko Bognar. This is ridiculous. Just sign players that don't get work permits and then loan them out until they get work permits, and you get absolute worldies who are Premier League players in the Championship. He doesn't want to leave. Well, he kind of does, because Premier League bids are coming in. Twisted ankle. 2 to 3 weeks. It's not the end of the world. And it just means that Sani can play, I think. A bit annoying that the new striker's played 1 game and he's already injured. I mean, Safi, you're watching me play it now. In a save where we're in 2031, it's certainly not unplayable. Anyone who says the game's unplayable is either got a different issue going on with their PC or something, or I'm not seeing it, or they're just being a little bit, you know, over the top with it. There are issues, sure, but it's not unplayable. You're watching somebody play it. What do you think about the radio silence about the Nations update? It's a bit worrying about the international stuff, to be honest. Probably the latter. 5 million bid for Nunes rising to 6.5. I'm just going to reject and pretend that didn't happen. From Porto. Bit worrying. Yeah, the fight last night was absolutely wild. I have no idea why they let it go as long as it did, though. Like, fair play to Wardley. The amount of heart shown there. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that in a boxing fight. But no way should it have gone as long as it did. Once his nose was like that, like, the amount of times he came out, like, being barely able to walk and stuff. But, yeah, great fight. Great spectacle. But, yeah, not sure it should have gone as long as it did. Right, let's do that. Sani's going to start. We've got Dorking. In fact, I can do a few more changes, can't I? This is a cup game against Dorking. Let's do some rotation. Let's go. We'll keep the keeper. Pereira and Bemba. Johnson's going to play. Fair play to Wardley, but he was never winning after his nose was dismantled, yeah. When he looked like Voldemort. Goals come wherever he may be. He's our Lord and he's 6'3". Edit his height if this is wrong. It's 6'5". So it doesn't really work. It doesn't rhyme then, does it? Lord, wherever he... Yeah, see, we need to... That doesn't work then. Need new promises so Gallas... so someone will take him on loan. Yeah, you do. Yeah, we might need to try that. Cisse for... Francini. I'm going to play Dodgson. I was going to play Maguire because he's leaving anyway, but no, I'm going to. Let's do Luca. Let's do... Shall I play Lordolino as the DM? No. Let's play the new DM.
Follow me.
Alvarez. Okay. And let's play... That's still a really good midfield. Considering it's completely changed. That's quite fun. Francini starts. Pereira. Do I need to do Pereira?
Follow me. Okay.
He's left-footed, so I kind of want to. Or do I give Gilbertson the go? Is Bognar new gen? Yeah. Pretty much all of them are, to be honest. Pretty much. Did some gardening, came back and realised my sub ran out. Lots of love.
Came back and realised my sub ran out. Lots of love.
I mean, I can just let Robot Lady say it. Thank you, Tom, for the 13 months. What a legend. Thank you, dude. Is there any positions you're looking to strengthen and crucially any decent scout reports come back with? There's so many Defester. You'd have to watch the VOD. There's loads of really good players we've identified. We can't necessarily sign any of them, though. But yeah, we're at a bit of a, like, information overload. And then it keeps coming back to... The squad's quite good anyway. But yeah, there's loads. Up front, Sani. Let's give Chucky a run on the right. Chucky's still here, if you mean that. I'm going to play him on the right. And then let's play... Who plays on the left? It could be Chucky on the left, if that's what you mean. Do we play Brooke Myers? I think we do. We might lose this game. But Sani, Chucky, Myers, Baxley and Alvarez. Like, a lot of the old lads are in there. You know what? I'm going to play Gilbertson. Otherwise, when are they going to get a chance to play? I think so, Iman. Yeah, that's why I've just got it as a no nonsense. And it didn't, even though I put it to be a personalized thing, it still was messing up. So I've just changed it to no nonsense now in that position. We don't have the left cover, or did we get someone while I was gardening? We don't have anyone yet, no. I think we would be fine without one, but we still don't have one, though. Me and Susie had so much fun. Dorking Wanderers, then. Hello. Amber. Which league are Dorking in? I actually don't know. Probably should have checked, shouldn't I, before I did a full rotation. What if they're like championship now? I don't think they are. They were talking about a challenge, weren't they? Dorking are League 2. So we should be fine. It'd be nice to see players like Alvarez. See how Andre Sani does it. I mean, we know how well he can do, can't we? All right, fine. Brain cam. Don't know if we've scored. I didn't see what happened there. I was on my way up the crane. Where do you even operate this crane from? There's nowhere to sit. We're just going to perch ourselves on here, I think. A good view, actually, from this crane cam. Oh. What are we doing? Someone's like, crane cam? Can we get crane cam? Delighted to be here for crane cam. We need to sort out our view once we get back into a highlight. Here we go. There's a bit of crane blocking us currently. Just perch ourselves there. Oh, is that crane over there better? No, I think it's about the same. We've got cranes at both ends. Don't look down, though. Oof. I like the... Why is there, like, green light on... What's that glowing green light on the digger? Like, is it reflection of the pitch? Should we try and walk to the end of the crane? Oh, don't wobble. Don't wobble. Oh, right. Perfect. Watch the game. I've got binoculars as well, by the way. Can zoom in a bit. Where's the ball? There. 20 quid for this spot. Yeah. It's actually part of the hospitality package you can purchase. £20. It's a bit juddery when you move. It's because it's not very stable. I don't know who's got the ball because the labels are all wrong. It's a goal from Andre Sani. Andre Sani. Andre! Great goal, mate. Who are you celebrating in front of? There's no one in... Why did he run to this corner? It's 1-0. We're already... This is a replay. I don't know how you get the benefit of replays from Crane Cam. Imagine that. Can I have a pint delivered? Yeah. I guess it's because of me, but he wasn't really looking up, was he? Is this a replay? Yes. I don't think we need the replay. I don't know how that particularly works. If you think about how that works, do they all just go and carry it out again? Replicate the exact move to give you what is supposed to be a replay? 3 counties are in search of a new manager after manager Clayts suffered a tragic incident falling off a crane during his side's EFL Cup first round game. Exactly that. Right, we're in again. I need... Cross coming in. Good run. Wide. From, I think, Francini. In front of his crane manager, yeah. Big fan of the Diggers is Andre Sani, yeah. Oh, hang on. Sorry, you can't see the game, can you? Let me just move. I was reading the chat. If I zoom out, you can see everything. With my eyes there. Just zooming out with my eyes. Yeah, press F to pay respects. I think famously at the start of Pep's career, he used to sit on top of cranes. There you go. I can't quite see, but they're on the attack here, Dorking Wanderers. I think saved by Nunes. Well done, Keeps. Well done, Keeps! He can't hear me. I'm on the crane, of course. Half an hour to... Well, we're taking this one seriously, this cup game, aren't we? Do we for full immersion reasons, do we not make any subs because until we've come down from the crane? Or do we have an earpiece to Toby on the bench? Build a rope to the other crane. That seems dangerous, if I'm honest with you. Sign language. Chucky! Get him off! I think they just nearly scored. They hit the post. Yeah, the name labels being all over the place. It is weird, isn't it? At least No Name wouldn't have a name label above them. This is peak Allardyce at Bolton when he sat up in the gods to watch. It's exactly the same, yeah. Right, half time. I need to get down. Lads, don't... I think I'm going to have to hand over to Sean Derry. He's going to do the team talk because I'm still on top of the crane. Just crack on. It's way too difficult to get down. I have to, to get down, I'm going to have to go and balance to the end of there. So I'll let Sean Derry do the team talk. It's easier. Right. Oliveira's going to have to come on because there's an injury there to Brooke Myers. He didn't really do anything. I don't know how I'm making these subs from where I am, but, you know, we move. I'm also going to do Johnson off for Montero just because I want to play Montero. Sean Derry's like, where is the manager? Oh, hang on a minute. Sorry. Can't see the action. How long does this bit go on for? Do we do the entire match? Oh, there's a cross coming in from Dorkin here. Chance! Goal! I might need to get down. It's 1-1. I need to get down. Hang on a minute. I've got to get down. 1-1. The entire championship. Right, I'm going to zip line down. Are you ready? I'm on the rope. Right. Oof. Hang on. Just, fell over. Right, how do I get back? Oh, sorry. How do I get out of here? I think the game is still going on, by the way. How do I... Just climb over that. Just get over that. Just climb over the wall. Just climbed over the wall, look. Go on. Oh, we're on a replay, are we? I need to get back to my managerial zone. FM turned into a platform. Slightly worried they're knocking us out. Well, I can't do anything because I'm still behind the goal. Which I need to get over there. Right, I'm going to run. Yeah, hi lads, hi fans. Sorry, mate. Can I just get past? Hello, fans. All right. Yeah, no, I am the manager. Yeah. Sorry, excuse me. All right, lads. Oh my word, they almost scored again. Right, no. I've still got my white suit on from Wembley. I forgot to change after Wembley. Right, we're back. Back in the game. Let's do subs. 20 to play. We need to try and win this game. Let's do Backstein for Lordolino. Let's do Dinko for Luca. Let's do Oliveira over there. And then Sarni off for Falovsky. Right, there we go. Wembley changed me. Yeah. I've just worn the same suit ever since, apparently. Drawing gets a League 2 team, by the way. Yeah, that's all right. We've had other things to concentrate. Oh, my God, we're losing. It's 2-1 Dorking. Oh, I feel like I shouldn't have been up in the... I feel like I shouldn't have been up in the crane. I can't help but wonder if that's part of the problem here. Maybe I shouldn't have been up in the crane. Lynch has scored twice. There's 15 to play. Come on then, lads. Yeah, you're in a pub. Someone mentions the weather and you reply out of nowhere. My suit? Oh, well, yeah, I was in the FA Cup. Wasn't I? FA Cup final, so. Here we go. Dodgson for an equaliser. Penrith! Well, not. Don't worry about it. He got it back. Dodgson wide. He was offside anyway. What a weird highlight. If you're not giving the penalty, don't show me that. Another chance for Dorking. Claimed by Nunes. Right, this is it. Get up the other end. Go and equalise. Otherwise, this is really embarrassing. And I think they will ask questions about the manager being up the crane for large portions of the game. It may have been detrimental to the team's success. Chucky! Balovsky! He's back from Australia, everyone. It's 2-2. Don't worry about it. We're going to be absolutely fine. Chucky with the... Does he give it... I think he gets the assist, doesn't he? A lovely Chucky assist. Mullet to the rescue, exactly. Good finish from Alexander Falovsky. Is his name Alexander? I think so. 7 to play. Come on. 7 minutes added on to find a winner. Lordolino, lovely little scoop and then passes it straight to them. That's a nice little pass. This is Lynch. He scored the 2 goals. We can't cope with Lynch. He's got him behind now. He's gone for goal. It's over. Has Falovsky come back with a tan? Yeah. He's tanned and he's got a mullet, of course. He looks completely different, to be honest. Look at him. Right, 30 seconds. Can we find a winner? Does this go to Pens? I think it goes straight to Pens, doesn't it? Chucky. Maybe we won't need to find out. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't need to find out because they're going to score. What are you doing? Good tackle. Is that the end? Penalties, right. Not great news. We don't have good penalty takers either, do we? Our 4th best penalty taker has got 4 penalties. At least Chucky's okay at them. Right, Dinko go first. Chucky go 5th. And then... They're not even playing. They're not even playing. Right, so get him off that. They're on the subs bench. Are they on the... No, they're not. They are playing. I brought them on, didn't I? So that's stupid. It just says they're not playing. Oliveira, is he still on? I don't know who's playing or who's not playing now. I can't remember who's on. If you want an explosive finish from your strikers, bring on Mulatov Balovsky. Right, so I don't want Dodgson to take the first one. I want Dinko to go first if he's playing. I can't remember if he is or not. I want... Dodgson is on, I think. Francini is on. Balovsky. And then Chucky. Is Franco on the pitch or not? Because if he is, he should take one higher. To be honest, I don't know, but we're going to go with that. Dinko is on the pitch. He's taken the first one. He scores. Get in. Should we go behind the goal? Let's go. Let's go here. Crane cam for the Pens. D-I-N-K-O. All right, who's next for them? We're off to a good start at least. Looks like you're Peno training next week. Yeah, I think we probably should do that, shouldn't we? Maybe we should sign some penalty takers. Ethan Laidlaw scores. I don't like the angle of this. I actually could change it, I suppose, couldn't I? There you go. There you go. That's a better angle. Dodgson, Owen Dodgson for us. Good pen. That's why they named him so many times. 2. Why are we in a penalty shootout with Dorking in the Carabao Cup first round? Why are we? What's happened? They're in League 2. Missing. I know what I want him to do. He didn't. He was never missing, was he? Should be on the crane telling the players which corner to shoot out. How camp is their keeper? That strike. Yeah, he is a bit. I think both of them are, yeah. It's for the drama, that's true. Francini. Scores 3-2. 3 from 3 so far. Keeping the pressure on Dorking. Keepers are a bit. No. Haddock. Scores as well. He stepped up confidently. This is where we are running out of players that can take penalties. Who's next for us here? Is it Oliveira? Is he playing? It is. Oliveira. Scores as well. My 14 penalty takers can't hit them like yours. It makes no sense, does it? They are rubbish at pens and we've scored 4 from 4. Be like 21-20, please. Please don't. We've all got things to do, places to be. Jimo Aloba. Come on, right, Nunes. Just do the good thing and save it. Right, 4-4. It's Chucky now, isn't it? Is Chucky still on? I think he is. Otherwise, it's Falovsky. Things to see. People... No. Pretty sure that, yeah. Caleb Chukwuemeka. Didn't even pause. Just his run-up was from the centre circle. 5-4. We've scored all of our pens. But so have Dorking. What's going on? He ran. He didn't even stop. What a man. Lissa. Come on, Nunes. How did that go in? You went the right way, Nunes. It went straight through him. That should have been saved. Who's that? It's Falovsky. Falovsky. 6-5. We've scored all 6. Surely. Nunes, that last one was straight at you. Surely you could have just saved it and put us all out of our misery here. God, I dread to think what our penalties are going to look like now. Lamptey. Scores as well. 6-all. Surely, exactly. 6-6. We all know how this ends, right? Here comes Alvarez. Eduard Alvarez on his debut. Left-footed. Straight down the middle. Missed it. Brilliant. What are you doing? What are you doing? Keeper! Where are you going? Nunes, get back! What are you doing? You've got to save the penalty, Nunes! You can't take it yet. The keeper's run off to the halfway line. What's he doing? Mind games. Massive mind games from George Nunes here. What's happening? If he saves this now. No, he moved out of the way! What was the plan? What was he... We're out. We lost to a League 2 team. That's not my finest hour of in my managerial career. And I do have questions about Jorge Nunes' decision-making at the end there. Why did he full-on sprint to the halfway line? That was weird. Congratulations, Dorking. I'm furious. The fact that we went to penalties is bad enough, but to lose, do better. I've gone full bloody Joey Swole now. Do better. And I've still got my FA Cup final suit on, and I was on the crane, wasn't I? And just surely they're gonna ask me about that in the press conference now. Ah, Jesus. Let's just still good that Andre Sani ended his goal drought, wasn't it? That's at least good news. Okay. Well done, Chucky, I suppose. Yeah, Eduardo missed on his debut. That's good. Right, let's just move on, I guess. Pretend that didn't happen. Fine. Didn't want to win the cup. Why did he go sprinting off? You suggested Crane Cam. You did. You did actually, didn't you? You heard about the punching at Real Madrid. What happened there? Yeah, I don't really know, to be honest. Weird. Am I the problem? You might be, Smithy, yeah. That was weird. That was very odd, wasn't it? Good fun, though. Right. Loan bids. Are we still waiting on Magai to actually go, aren't we? We've got Watford at home next. A load of scout reports. Let's have a look at these. I guess 27 changes to the first team was probably a risk. Yeah. I didn't need to change every player, did I? To be honest. I've got these. I've actually promised Prince Cisse and Mbemba to go if bids are big enough. Right. You're rubbish. You're rubbish. You're rubbish. You're Aaron Connolly. You're rubbish. You're good. But that's that DM from Blackburn, isn't it? Clausen. That's the youngster. He's already championship level. But I don't think he's interested in us. None. Which is a shame. We need to keep him on. Tell you what, I should add him to the dream shortlist, shouldn't I? Let's do that. I think after that performance, go to Yambo and ask for more transfer budget. I think, yeah. Guys, does FM26 beta version already released new update? I'm only playing the stable version. I don't know actually what the last update was. Don't think so. Magai has accepted them. Magai is going. And they didn't offer a loan back. So what we need to do is actually either sign a left back now or train Francini to play left back. This is very much goodbye, sweet prince. The only problem is we've already sold Sanchez, who was our backup right back. So if we end up making Francini a left back, we've then now not got a backup right back. I am a little bit sad to be saying goodbye to N'Golo Magai. Signed for us in the National League. Did great stuff for 2.5 seasons. Signed on a free. Sold for 15 mil. Possibly more. Sign a left back. Yeah, I think you might be right. Both train and sign. That match also showed Owen struggled even against Dorking. Yeah, possibly true. Both train and transfer, yeah. He was your guy for ages. He was my guy. Dodge and 3 county James Miller to the rescue. I mean, he might have to play a load of games now. Goodbye, sweet prince. I'm going to make a parting comment. I'd be happy to welcome you back here anytime. You've been a wonderful servant to the club. I have very fond memories of my time here and I'd love to return in the future. Well, I'm holding you to that. Write that down. Write that down. Train Francini left back, but yeah, need another specialist. I think you are right. Francini then. Where are you? Bring him in there. In training. Position role. Wing back. It is just a wing back on both, right? Wing back, full back. He's actually a left back on out of possession, isn't it? Out of possession, defenders, fullback. There you go. Do you prefer signing young real players or academy players? Young, not real players. New gens is what I prefer signing. How are you going to replace him? He was so good. He was so good. We've definitely got a little bit worse there by selling him. For sure. Like, undoubtedly. So we did do a bit of scouting for a new left back, new left wing backs. We've got none. This guy is the only one that's come up so far. Lin Mingyu. I have been looking for... He's a Chinese international. 36 caps for China at the age of 20. He's right-footed as well. Why? He's basically Francini. Fairly strong left foot. He's more familiar there. We need full scout report on him. He's also quite expensive. Does have good crossing and does look quick, but he will probably cost towards the top of that value range instead. I found an under-21 Brazil right wing in 4th Brazilian league and signed for 400k and he's cooking for me in the Prem. It's kind of what we managed to do with like Lordolino. Like Lordolino, who is he playing for in Brazil? Noroeste. He was good for them. We got him on a free. Didn't have a work permit. Loaned him out. He played some games for Granada in La Liga too. And now look. He'll cook for us in the Premier League. It's so possible, isn't it?
Okay.
Check if he's interested. That is actually a good point. He is. 9 to 12k. Wants a release clause. Maybe successful in obtaining a work permit. Not terrible. Not a terrible option. I think it's too much money, though. I feel like I've probably scouted for left backs in the past instead. And there might be ones on here. If I just get rid of everything and just look for the best scout reports. Craig Edwards looks super cheap. We could sign an Englishman. I don't know. We just don't sign Englishmen or homegrown players. But there is a new gen called Carl Edwards there who's 6'4". I don't like him. He can't cross. But I keep loaning him until he gets it. Work permit. Yeah. Loan him even just once, basically, Smithy. And if he plays enough games, you'll probably get a work permit. It's quite easy to do. As Piliqueta syndrome needs to stop with a new gen fullbacks, wingbacks. Yeah. Had to go because of football. Who's been signed? Just the main... Well, from earlier, Salmo, no one really. We did Sal Magai, though. Andy Wilkins. Looks solid. 20 years old. Does look solid. Ian Walker. I think maybe try loaning Magai. Maybe you can. Let's actually get him to go there. It might be true. I assume that they're going to play him, but let's see. Wolves sign Magai. I can mortgage the installments, which gives us 4.7 now. That is our record sale, isn't it? I think, as well. When we get 50% of this, that is going to be serious money, isn't it? I didn't get a loan for Gallas, no. Ex-Spurs keeper Ian Walker as left back. It's a weird choice, yeah. 4.7, which is 90% of the total installments. I think I'll just take 4.7 million. Rather than what do we lose out on? What, 10%? So, not that much. Oh, I think my mum's here, by the way. I might need to wrap slightly early, chat. I'll finish off this. It's my brother's birthday, by the way. He's here. But we're just giving him a little lie-in, and then we're going to go and do some birthday stuff in a minute. I'm going to make a roast and stuff. But my mum's come down, so I might need to go in a minute. I mean, you say happy birthday, Johnny. Appreciate it. He might come in. Probably won't. Let's have a look at the value of how much money we got now. We've got 11 million to spend. We've got 29 million in the books now. Look at that. Should I be doing the installments? I never do it. I always do because it's 90%, and you just get the money now, and then you can use the money now. And like you make more money in the future. So I usually do, yeah. Try Magai loan, yep. Magai now, not loan listed, and he's worth 20 million, and they put him on 25k a week. I don't think they're going to want to loan him. They've prevented from loaning Magai because of transfer rules for their division. So I can't, even if I wanted to. Yeah, you expected a higher jump. Yeah, me too, actually. But 12 million from a free transfer. Lovely, lovely money. What we will also do then, I guess, is wait on these transfer rooms in and hopefully find some more. Shall I look for a left back? Shall I do left back ones as well? Just in case. Because that might... They can usually play there anyway, can't they? Want to do an online football manager? Not really, mate. To be honest, if I wanted to, I probably could anyway, couldn't I? If we're going to be honest, you need to splash some of that cash. I do think we do, yeah. Oh, not emergency backup, breakthrough prospects. What I want. How's your mum's phone? 13 Pro still for sale? I don't actually know. I'll ask her. Could get her in. Who can ask her? I mean, it's working. I'm able to talk to her on the phone, so I don't know. Right, reject that. Hopefully he's okay with it. We've still got 2 weeks left of the window. Load of new scouts coming in, which is good. I guess we're going to have to finish off transfer stuff next time, chat. Which isn't the end of the world. I can go and do a bit more scouting today, ready for Tuesday's stream. Yeah, 6.5 is what the promise. But it wasn't all up front, Andy, so it doesn't matter. It wasn't over, I don't think. It was like 4.4 up front. I might as well get these guys to recommend signings. signed a load of people for staff there, which is nice. How's the staff look now? Numbers. Hello? Hello? You're coming to the stream.
Oh, hello. Hello, everybody.
Hello, you all right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to...
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Yeah, all right. That's fine. There you go. There's my mum. Oh, she knocked the thing off. Hello, Mummy Clayts. I was going to go down and see, but she's going already. She's going off to the beach. So we actually don't need to rush too much, chap. Are we really going to have a Tuesday stream next? Are we promising a Thursday one as well? I know, right? I know. Right. I guess we wait for the transfer rooms, right? I thought John might come in. I didn't think my mum was going to come in, but there you go. Hi, Mum. But no, yeah, the plan is to get back to the actual schedule for next week. So Tuesday, Thursday, and then back on Sunday again, and just hopefully stick to it a bit more with a few things we've had going on. But yeah, still off work recovering, so we can meet in Ross. Perfect. All right, chat. Let's reject that. Oops, reject that because it wasn't over the promise. I think now might be a good time anyway. I know my mum's gone, but John will still be here. I think now might be a time. We are basically at the 3 hours. To say next time, let's pick it up and wait for these left back options to come in. Just the one there. Any left backs yet? No. I think from there, we now need a whole new left hand side. I'll go and do a whole new set of scouting. We know what we need. We found a load of good players. It's about organising where we're at with everything, I think. Again, the money that the club now has is lovely. What a turnaround. Look how much money we've brought in this window. We've made a good start to the league, even if we did get knocked out of the League Cup there, which wasn't so good. We only need left wing back only. Yeah. But left backs, if you find them, can often play left wing back. That's why I searched there. We've spent 2.7 mil, brought in 17 mil this summer. And there's a load of clauses for the future. I think let's go and do some scouting. We'll come back on Tuesday, finish off the window, start the season properly, and we'll go from there. I love how we've ended up playing one game, but that's sort of the way it is sometimes, isn't it? Thank you so much for hanging out. Absolute pleasure all over again. I will catch you. Yeah, I'm going to go do some family time. I will catch you on Tuesday. There's also a video coming out on Wednesday, which I think is good fun as well. And I'll see you then. Have a lovely rest of your weekends. Let's do a raid if there's one that takes my fancy. If it does, you know what to say. Smoochy smoochy, join the cult. And have a lovely rest of your Sundays, chat. Have a good one. See you soon. Bye-bye. Love you. See you later. Bye-bye.